Well, hello there, everyone. Delta One here, and oop, yeah, okay, right, the mic's working. Okay, good. Just checking. Hello there, everyone. Delta One here. We're back at it with some Elite Dangerous, something a little bit different tonight. And man, isn't that opening a song just like therapeutic? It's so good. It's such a great way to like just wash away the stress of the day. You know what I mean? So it's good to have every single one of you here. Thank you very much for joining in. We're gonna be the purpose of tonight. We're in Elite Dangerous, but the purpose of tonight is I know we have a lot of new people playing Elite Dangerous, and some veterans that are coming back. And you know, kind of people kind of all over the place. Some people that are veterans that don't know much about mining or don't know as much about combat, or you know, you're beginning and you're like, what does scan something mean? You know what I mean? How do I take my ship off? So the point of tonight is to kind of answer some of those questions. If you are in chat, please, please, please feel free to ask. If I do not answer your question, feel free to spam it. Okay? We don't usually allow spamming in chat, but this is one of those situations where I think that's okay because I want to be able to answer your questions, and if I missed it, that's not a good enough excuse, okay? So that's the game plan for this evening. If my chair will cooperate. God, I need a new chair. And yeah, so let's go ahead and say hello to the folks we have here. We've got Zesty with your ticket. Zesty's the bestie. That's right. Good at game. Welcome in. Gaming with Reginald Felix. What's going on? Squirrel Lords Gaming. Hello, sir. Oh, 7 to you, Sin from Sin's Arcade. Ben Reed, 07 to you as well. Zesty started playing Cult of the Lamb today. Sin did make it look like a lot of fun. Oh, Katrine, you're here. Oh, I'm so happy to see you here as well, Katrine. Yeah, I know you're starting off, and that beginning hump is challenging. So let me know, and I'll absolutely answer any questions. Ben Reed doing well on shift tonight. Ready for 0800. I feel you. Shock. After the Chargers lost, it's either this or I drink. Oh, the Chargers lose? Wait, wasn't this the first playoffs week? Was this first playoffs week? I can't remember. Did they lose? Oh my god. This or I drink until I black out. Stay tuned. Well, this is one of the few nights nowadays I don't as often anymore. Have a drink with me, actually. So cheers, Shock. Oh man. Let's come through here. Did I? Okay, yeah, we're caught up with this. YouTube has messed up the chat so much. Let's keep going. Felix says, I mean, it's Delta. If he can't drive someone to drink, I don't know who can. Yeah, I know, right? That's mean, isn't it, Ben? These mods, I tell you. Captain B. Ral, what's going on? Captain B. Ral is streaming Elite Dangerous as well. Is playing a console version, I believe, Horizon. So, and most of what I've done in game is Horizon's content, except for the variation on power play that we have now. So, if you're interested in that type of stuff,
you can do it.
Cover
Winkler and Bees.
Thanks, Sim.
You can do it. You can do it. You can do it.
I love it. I owe Delta an apology, says Shock. After the other day, not even he's as bad as Limp Bacon. I don't know. I can get pretty bad. Alien Royalty, welcome. Coming through. You jumping in Discord chat? I'm not sure yet, Felix. We'll see as the night goes on. Spartacus Pertinax, good evening to you as well. Did I get everybody? You're beginning right alongside. Excellent, Dimash. That's awesome. Gunboat, will there be any tests or exams, Professor Delta? There will be. There will be a pop quiz at the end. Damn it. I wasn't supposed to say it was a pop quiz. Okay, just a quiz at the end. Oh, man. I'm embarrassed to be a Chargers fan tonight, Delta. Who were they? Was it the first week of the playoffs? Who were they playing? Okay. I thought they were supposed to win. Is it a wild card? Were they a wild card? I can't remember. Anyway, so here's what I thought we would do. If this will work. Which all of a sudden it is not. That's not good. Why is my joystick not working? It should be. What happened? What happened? I know what happened. There we go. We're good. Lost to the Texans in the wild card game. Oh, that sucks, Shock. I'm sorry to hear that. To the Texans. Oh man, you must be embarrassed. Let's see. I'm just thinking the weird Venn diagram of people who play No Man's Sky and actually like pay attention to American football is usually two circles this far apart. I think except for me and Shock. And maybe Sin. Yeah, lost to the Texans. That's a tough loss, dude. My evening's going well, Alien. Thank you. So, the ship that we are in, um, is the I call it the astral plane. Let's go to the top up here. I'm sure I'm not helping Shock, but that's a tough one. The steers got the horses. um. Oh, come on. You're good. You're good. There we go. All right. So it is an Anaconda. It's a large ship. And before the Mandalay came out, it was in fact the ship that had the highest jump range of any ship in the game. And so this is the ship that I think any new commander, if you're starting out, this is kind of like I'm aiming to get this ship. And in theory, you could probably get this ship within a few hours of work if you know exactly what you're doing. We'll kind of do some of the beginning steps of that today, if you'd like to see that. But I'd also like to hear any questions you have. I know some folks had some questions that I'm sort of remembering from before, and so I'll try to answer a few of those as I'm going through. One of the questions was, how do you take off? Which is a reasonable question, and the questions can be as what you would think is basic or as complex as possible. Doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to anybody here either. Don't be embarrassed. If you are embarrassed, DM me on Discord, and I won't say your name, and we'll do it that way. Okay. So we're on my fleet carrier, the Highland Charge, but it works much the same way as Space Station, where all you have to do is you have these three options here: carrier services, which takes you to the menu where you can select kind of what you want to do. You want to look at the ships that are there, or to buy a ship, or if one of your ships is stored there. You can go to your crew lounge to pick up one of your crew members. If you've done combat and you want to redeem some of the bounty vouchers you got, you can go to the redemption office. If you want to buy stuff, you can go to the commodities market, or if you want to sell stuff. Those are your basic bits there. These guys are kind of the same. Outfitting is, when I come into outfitting, we're going to go down into my carrier. Oh, you followed the bears this year? That was a tough road too, Spartacus. Yeah. Good game. First question says, would you recommend keyboard over controller or question mark? Okay, so in fairness, I haven't done a mouse and keyboard. Are you playing on a computer? Or are you playing on a PlayStation? I'm 90% sure you're on a computer. I would personally, I like the controller. Just because it feels more natural to me flying. I know so the mouse is like, it's like a click and it's like a drag system where it's a tethered system where you have to tether the vehicle, I believe, to where you want it to pitch and turn, kind of like No Man's Sky. So if you play No Man's Sky with a controller, I'd probably play this with a controller. Um, when I want to scan the beacon in the training exercises, Felix is controller or joystick and throttle as well. Yeah. Sin says, I personally prefer controller with the flight model if you do not have a HOTAS or HOSAS. Yeah, so a HOTAS, so that's hands-on throttle and stick, or HOSAS, which is hands-on stick and stick. That is the best way to play Elite Dangerous, Star Citizen, yada, 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 right? I'm using a HOTAS, which is a throttle on my left hand and a joystick on my right hand with a bunch of buttons and stuff. But it can be costly, right? So, you got to factor that in. When I want to scan the beacon in the training exercise, I say I should use the right trigger, but when I do, nothing happens. I'm trying to remember the training exercise from the beginning. We'll go over what scanning something is briefly. Usually you don't need a right trigger to scan, unless you have some module equipped. And so actually, let's go back to outfitting. So all your ships are going to have, on the left-hand side, you see it says like hard points. I have something selected, it's moving up and down. You're going to have these 5 sections: hard points, utility mounts, core internals, optional internals, and vehicle base. Hard points are like, and all your ships are going to have different, if they're larger versus smaller, different amounts of these and different sizes. So this is a large ship. This is the Anaconda. So it's got empty huge hardpoint, which is 4, an empty large hardpoint, which is 3, large hardpoint 3, large hardpoint 3, and then it's got a few smaller ones, 2, 2, 1, 1. So it's got a lot, and there you can see they're located at different points on the ship. It kind of takes you through them as you go through. Coming down, then you have the utility mounts. Here you can put in things like heatsink launchers, which I have here, shield boosters, little defense turrets, stuff like that. Core internals. This is like the base of your ship. This is like the absolute no kidding, this is what I need to fly my ship. So this is like your hull. What is your hull made of? This one has lightweight alloys. What is my power plant? So how much power do I get? What is its power capacity? Its heat efficiency, stuff like that. Thrusters. How fast do I move? You know, frame shift drive. This is what takes us into super cruise to go from planet to planet, or take us into you know, hyperspace or witch space. Life support. You gotta breathe. Power distributor. This is low-key maybe one of the most important modules on your ship. This is going to determine how much capacity you have for each of your, whether it's your weapons, your systems, or your engines. Really, really important. Sensors. This is how far away basically you can before you scan something. And fuel tank. You need a fuel tank. Optional internal is where you really start customizing your ship. So this is an exploration ship, so I haven't really pared down. I got a fuel scoop, a repair limpet controller in case I'm really far out in the black and I want to repair my ship. I got this repair limpet, a cargo rack in case I want to fill up some stuff, an auto fuel maintenance unit, which helps me self-repair some modules, some boosters for my frame shift, shield generators, a small one, actually, collector limpet controllers to actually send out things to collect little bits and bobs. Planetary vehicle hangar, that's so I can take SRV out and drive around. Prospect limpet controller, so if I need to mine something out in the black, and a refinery in case I need to mine something out in the black. Could you do some combat build recommendations for mercenary and bounty hunters? Ooh, yeah, we could do a little bit of that, Ben. Controllers or joystick throttle. Let me go. I have a question. What medication do you find most useful for ED? Oh, it's the it's a little blue pill, Jacques. I was gonna ask the best way to get rid of a body. That's a great question, Gun, but we'll talk about that too. Wonder if I can map my VR controller to be a HOTAS. Potentially. That's a good question. So Elite Dangerous does support VR, FYI. And it is apparently an amazing experience. Nice combo. Dexter chat. I'm trying out 2 pulse layers, 2 multi-cannons, and 1 cannon. The multi-cannons and cannon are at level 3 with pulse lower level bed. So are you looking, so when you're saying mercenary builds, are you typically going for like bounties, or are you trying to do like combat zones or like haz-res zones and shoot like wanted people? Okay, so that's what this ship is. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with something a lot of people have asked me. How do you get into mining? Mining seems like this big hurdle to get into. And it's probably the part of the game that I know the most about. So what we're going to do is take this ship out. And we're gonna take her to Jameson Memorial Station in Shinardra, Desra. Combat zones and bounties for missions and stuff. Okay, perfect. Yeah. I actually really like the ship that I have for that. Which we can maybe look at. My wife just texted me. She goes, Tom Holland and Zendaya are engaged. Which honestly I'm super excited about too, so that's awesome because I love them both. But that's the new Spider-Man and MJ for anybody who's close. Fighter bays are really good for that stuff too. Asin says, one day I will play Elite Dangerous. Shakana. Since life no longer has any meaning, I might as well try playing this game for a while. Okay, so let's say Delta One says, I finally found the bog witch after looking for like 3 weeks. Oh my god. Get out of here, Shock. There's a bunch of panels you can use. The left panel is like you primarily use it for navigation and talking to things around you in space. The right panel is kind of like your internal ship stuff and your commander. The top is communications. And the bottom is if I want to deploy myself, a fighter, or an SRV or something like that. So first thing we do is go to the galaxy map. I have that hotkeyed, so you'll see me go to it really easily and quickly. This is the galaxy map. We're going to use the normal view, not the... Let's toggle all so we can see all the stars. We're going to go to a system called Shinartra Desra. So to plot a route, we're going to search for it first. It's Shinartra Desra. That's it. It is permit locked. This one is permit locked, so you're not going to be able to go here unless You've got the permit for it, but and this will give you the route. There you go, boom, boom. And this ship has a crazy jump range, which is why we're using it right now. So it's going to take me to my next destination, which is right there, and it's only 2 jumps away. Oh, we can do a beginner's combat build here as well, Ben. Hoodwinkies, can you turn those off when in head look so it doesn't block the view of target? Can you turn what off? Oh, and you can turn those off in the head look. Oh, turn the little. Yeah, gotcha. Felix has struggled with a bit with Haz-res zones as well, so for me, I'd say to make sure I have Class A shields with 4 shield boosters and a shield bank that keeps my shields up. Yeah. And certainly when you're beginning in combat, don't start. Let's see if the system has it. Oops. We're going to go to our navigation panel. I'm not seeing any. I'm looking for resource extraction zones, which I'm not seeing on here. So we'll find a system that has it. But let's go to our next jump. In fact, you're asking about combat, so we can maybe start with that if you guys want. Let me do a poll real quick. What? It'll let me. Oh no! Not start Q&A. No. What should we start with? Beginners mining? Beginners combat. I am going to Jameson Memorial because it has every available. Well, that's not what I want. Every available. That's not what I want. A mod and ship in the game. I can get anything I want here, which makes it very valuable. Now you may not have the permit for this, and if you don't, that's okay. I will show you how to find all the commodities and all the modules you want at different star systems. It'll take you longer to build a ship, but you can still do it. Another drink will certainly help, Shock. Cheers. You have 2 boosters and bi-weaves, and oops, and every time you use a bank, you keep overheating, Ben. If you're using a shield booster, you need to also have heat sinks equipped. So when you use a shield booster, immediately pop a heat sink as well, and you're not going to overheat. Yeah. So I might need to go smaller to start until I get more comfortable with movement and combat. I'm not saying that at all. So Ben, let me ask you a question. What's your budget? Where are you in terms of the game? Have you unlocked any engineers? Any of that stuff? Because if you're a little further along, I'll give you a little more further along answer. If you're earlier, then I'll give you the earlier answer, which is also cool. There are a lot of great early on ships, and I actually haven't used them as much, so I'll be experimenting a little bit with you guys, but I'll show you how to experiment with them and what you're looking to do. Personally, I kind of prefer the Python Mark II as a medium ship, but for a small start, I'd say Cobra Mark III is a good starting small ship. That's true. I also think the Vulture is a good one. Question. When did Phil move out of just being moving photographs and become medium in its own right? Please provide an annotated bibliography. I haven't done a proper literature search yet. Sorry, Spartacus. I'll have to do my best. Taking off and docking. When I get to a space station, okay, I want to be within 7.5 kilometers of it. At the bottom left of my screen, you can see it says Jameson Memorial. Under that and to the right, it says 4-point-something kilometers going down to 3. You want to make sure you are under 7.5 kilometers. Once you are, go to your navigation tab, hop over to contacts, select Jameson Memorial, which is right there. Go to the right, request docking.
Access granted. Please head directly for Bay 25.
You'll see above my radar, it's giving me landing pad 25. It also verbally says it for you. I'm scanning things. Typically, the way I do it is I select. So this thing I haven't scanned. So I select it. I think with right trigger you select something.
Heavy traffic ahead.
Or A or something like that, or X for you maybe. And now at the bottom left you can see, yeah, it's just finished scanning. You're gonna see a little like loading screen thing. I'll select this guy in front of me. It's kind of like loading to the right. And at some point it'll be scanned. There you go. That's usually what scanning is in the beginning. It's that simple. If that didn't do it, let me know, and I'll sort it out with you personally. Hey, Joy Roth, welcome in. Yeah, mods, drop the links for everybody. We got Sin, we got Joy Roth, we got Felix, we got Gumbo Willie, we got lots of content creators in chat here. Squirrel Lords Gaming was in earlier, of course. Captain B. Ryle. Do you have to fire off the heat sinks or are they automatic? You have to fire them off manually. So you see at the left of my screen where that vertical blue bar is, it says heatsink. That's because I have a heatsink module. Oops. I have heatsinks modules on this ship. So I have one heatsink thing. If I can find it. Let's see if I have it in the fire groups.
Good to have you with us, Commander.
I don't actually have it on any fire group. I just have it as... It's in here somewhere. Yeah, right there. Heatsink launcher. And I have it engineered so I have 3 launches out of it. It comes standard with 2. I have a hotkey on my joystick to launch those. If we come here to controls, ship controls, and I believe it'll be in cooling right here, deploy heatsink. So I use this, which is my shift button that I have on my joystick, and down on one of my hats to deploy a heatsink. I actually have it on the same so I have like a toggle hat on my like any joystick, right? Think of it as like a D-pad, up, down, left, right, on my joystick. And so when I push it down, when I put it down, it deploys a heatsink. If I do it up, it does a shield cell bank. So I have those on the same one just so it's really quick. So up to do the shield cell bank, and then I do down immediately to hit a heatsink launcher. Looks like we got beginner's combat going on. Okay, let's do that. And pull. Let me see. Anybody else notice HP Lovecraft dock just before Delta did? Is that happening? No, engineers. Pretty much mining my way to build ships right now. I'm trying to grind ranks and practice skills. So, okay, so you're pretty early on in the game. What's your budget, Ben? And the one thing I'll say is, we're going to mess around a little bit so that I can teach you how you might go about doing this yourself. But there are a lot of really great tutorials on YouTube that exist to be like, hey, I want to do a beginner's combat ship. How do I do this? I want to do a non-engineered one. How do I do this? It's harder when you get to non-engineered, which is why we're going to do that today. I struggled with that in the beginning too. And when I look back on YouTube or all the other repositories, Reddit, the answer usually is, yeah, you could do this non-engineered, but you might as well do it engineered. We're not doing that today. You don't have the engineers, you're in the right spot. Kat, I went over the scanning thing. You just select something and you stare at it until the bottom left goes away. And that should scan things. If that doesn't work, let me know. Sergio, welcome in. That was very real. About time for bed? No worries, Barticus. Have a great night. Red Dragon says, I've watched 100 videos today on the Switch 2. Geez, that thing is going to get a ton of attention. There might be some modding tonight, Shock. Did Ben ask or answer the question on... Sorry, I missed you coming in, Red Dragon. On how much money you have. Regardless, this is what I would use. This website here. So... the tough thing about Elite Dangerous, which everybody kind of hates, is that you need third-party tools. To play this effectively, you really need... Okay. I'm just going to click this so it goes away. You really need third-party tools. And this is one of them. This is Coriolis.io. It is a shipbuilder. There's another one that I don't use as much. I stay below 100 mil. Holy moly. Because it takes so much time to mine the credits, I dropped a lot into my crate in Anaconda. Oh my god. um, yeah, but the website is Coriolis.io, which is up here. We'll zoom in a little bit, as I think, so you guys can see this a bit better. So it's going to be a little zoomed in. So I apologize. It might be a little tough for everybody to see. But so this has all the ships on here: adders, alliance chieftains, belugas, whatever. It gives their costs right here. Let's go. I think we'll take Felix's. Actually, let's do a medium ship. Since you have the money for it. No, let's do a small ship because let's do a beginner build. Cobra Mark III is a good beginner combat ship. Cobra Mark IV was it was like a Kickstarter perk, so nobody else can have that unless you do the Kickstarter. Mark V is new. Viper ain't bad either. Vulture wouldn't be bad as well. But let's go with the Cobra Mark III. It's a standard. She's a small ship. All right. So it comes with all this information. This is what's in the Cobra Mark III. Your core internals, your optional internals, your hard points, and your utility mounts. So for Cobra, what I would want to do is get the best hull I can. So it's a combat ship, right? So you want to beef this thing up as much as humanly possible. Cobra Mark III and Crate Mark II. Crate Mark II is not a bad idea either. If you want, and the Crate Mark II is really good because it can be a general ship. But if you're going to go the medium ship route, they're probably Crate Mark II ain't bad, but there might be better options. Like the Python Mark II is definitely a better option, I think, at this point. Ben, you've got me added on Elite. Excellent. Oh my god, I don't want to play anything that needs spreadsheets. I miss Donkey Kong. Elite does have some spreadsheeting to it. So the reason this third-party tool is useful is I could go into the space station, I could go into the shipbuilder, I could buy all the parts and build a ship and find out it's not what I want. This is a good way to theory craft instead of having to build everything and then realize it's not what you want. And it's got all the information up here for example, your jump range right here, your max jump range, when you don't have anything on the ship, when you do have everything on the ship, and all that stuff. Lightweight alloy, not for a combat ship. Reactive surface composites. Let's see what it does. They're expensive. Military grade might not be bad. Let's go with the military grade composites for this one. Thrusters, you want to max out your thrusters. 4A, you want to be as maneuverable as possible. Frameshift drive, you can kind of do what you want. I'm going to do a 4A here, just so I have a decent jump range. Life support is fine there. What you want to do is make it to 3D. The D means it's going to be the lightest weight possible, so make it a D. Power distributor, 3A. You don't want to skimp on power distributor because if you have weapons that need power, you don't want them to be recharging all the time. Sensors, for a combat ship, you might want better sensors just because it'll give you a farther range for actually scanning things. We'll go with the 3A just because it's going to give me probably a little bit better range. You don't really need cargo racks. Let's talk about weapons. I forgot how ED is keeping it real. Exactly, Shock. Cheers, man. And let me know if this is what you guys were thinking. If you want to do something a little bit different for, and we'll build this out and we'll go and fight with it in a second. All right. Utility mounts. I'm going to put one heatsink launcher for sure. I'm also going to put one shield booster, as high a shield booster as possible. Okay, now this is where you get to start thinking. I've got a medium and a medium slot here. So what weapons do I want to put in? You blew your weight when you switch to military grade hull. That D life support won't change that. That's true, Hoodwinkies. I want to have you're right. Yeah, you're right. Our weight is too
Hello
high
there.
right now. So we'll keep going. Oh, I'm sorry. Our power plant isn't high enough. Bump up the power plant. There we go. Um, to a 4A. We might be able to get away with 4D. So if you're trying to save money, 4D. Who did the hello there? Sorry, I missed it. Bill, what's going on? 4A is always better. Anything you can A grade, you should A grade. But we'll do an A. We'll see how expensive it gets. It's going to be a balance on money. Cargo rack. We don't really need that. Let's think about weapons. Weapons are kind of a personal choice. A lot of people like the pulse lasers in the beginning. I don't know. I'm not a huge pulse laser fan. I prefer uh for these types of ships beam lasers and cannons. So I would do um a beam laser. The problem with beam lasers is they do like just a ton of they take a ton of heat and a ton of charge. I forget what the symbols are. This one's turreted. I think this one's gimbal and this one's fixed. Let me just look that up. Just to make sure. Elite, dangerous. Hey, double tap, full house night indeed. Welcome in, guys. And Pirates Republic, welcome. Multi-cannon, turreted. Multi-cannon is yeah. So turreted multi-cannon is something we're gonna put on here as well. Let me just make sure I got this right. And if somebody in chat knows, let me know because it's just been a long time since I've done it, so I don't remember. But I think this symbol, this is fixed, which means wherever you point, that's where it's going to shoot. This symbol, I believe, is gimbaled, which means within a range, it'll try to like target. And then this is turreted, which means it's going to like look around everywhere and fire kind of on command. I like doing gimbaled. Now this is two beam lasers. I'm going to do one beam laser medium and one multi-cannon. Delta clickbaits? Well, I'm not clickbaiting. I'm clicking. Multi-cannon will do we can do turreted for multi-cannon. Actually, I'm not gonna do turret. I'm gonna do I think I'm gonna do gimbaled as well. And then the small ones, we're gonna do one beam laser and one multi-cannon. Is this the best build in the world? Not necessarily. It doesn't have to be. Okay, in here, we want something that survives. Okay, if you want to be able to pull ships out of hyperspace, you need an FSD interdictor. I'm not going to do that today. I don't have as much experience with that, if I'm speaking my full truth, so I'm not going to go into it too much. I've only done it a handful of times, so I don't want to like teach it until I try it a little bit more. But this is what you would need. For any missions and bounties you do, you never really need this. Fixed beam for shields and two gimbals. I actually like gimbaled for shields and gimbaled for the multi cannons. I like both. So the beams will help you pull down somebody's shields, and the multi cannons are going to help you like eat at their hull once their shields are down. That's the best thing for combat there. So that and with weapons, guys, it really does boil down to personal preference. There are some builds that are like optimized for combat in certain situations, and you can look those up and do those. But you know, sometimes an optimized ship isn't what you like, and this is kind of what I like. So this is what I recommend. There are a few reasons I like this for a beginner. The beam lasers is really and gimbaled is really easy to hit something. The multi cannon is the reason I have them gimbaled as well instead of turreted. Turreted is just gonna fire everywhere. If it can even see the ship and you run out of ammo quickly, and for a new player, that's harder to handle. So gimbaled, I'm clicking on something to fire, which helps. That's my thought process. Fixed does more damage for less power than gimbaled. That's true, Sin. But remember, we're doing a beginner's build. So a fixed build requires a good amount of piloting skill and aim. So that does take some time. Okay, we're not putting a cargo rack as the top thing. Let's put Ooh, we could do, okay, let's see. What do I want from this one? We don't want passenger cabins. We don't need a refinery. We need shields. Top, we're going to put the best possible shields we can get. And then I would like to put, where are you? Structural reinforcement. I would like some structural reinforcement. Now it's heavy. It's going to eat into my jump range, but I want this thing to be really tanky. So you can choose to have more of a shield tank, or you can have more of a hull tank. I'm going to do the shield generator with the shield booster, and then I'm going to do 2 hull. This doesn't have military spots right now. It doesn't. 2 hull reinforcement packages. Did I pass it? And these just give you extra hit points to your hull. So if you look up here, where is it? You have your armor. This is what you're resistant to. This is your shields, which you're resistant to. This is how many like hit points you have basically over here. Rylock, welcome. Does the AFK T10 still work in low res? I believe it still does. So long as your system doesn't like sign itself out. I believe so. I haven't tested it in a long time though. I sold my AFK T10. It's just not the gameplay I enjoy, but some people like that, and it is a great way to farm money. So like, more power to you. We're gonna put a fuel scoop in. It's 2A. I just hate spending 1,000 years waiting for my guy to fuel up. Let's see, what else do we want on here? You could do hatchbreaker limpets if you wanted to steal cargo from somebody. Let's throw. Let's throw 1 shield cell bank in here. What's my shields at? It's at episode 149. Okay. Let's come here. Let's do the shields. There you go. Explosive shield 149 there. Okay. Shield cell bank 2.5T shield booster. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. And so this gives me, I can pop a shield cell to be like, I am in trouble. Please give me some shield cells. And then let's do. Ooh, you got me, Sid. You got me. And welcome in, Rylock. I apologize. I should have said hello. In a low res, when ready, Ben can practice the fixed. Has to learn not to joust first. Yes, jousting. We'll talk about that. You want to enter. You want to orbit somebody. All right, let's come through here. We'll do 1 module reinforcement package. What this does is it helps, like, when your ship is getting shot, people can target things in your ship, and they can be like, I'm going to take out their frameshift drive. This just reinforces your module so they don't die as quickly. And then we got these 1 small ones. Let's do just little things. Let's do a couple of hull reinforcements. Oh, actually, scanners. Detailed surface scanner is usually good to have, but we don't need it on a combat ship. Ooh, Guardian stuff is good, but we're gonna stay away from Guardian stuff because it's a beginning build. We'll do 1 more hull reinforcement package. Okay, what's our jump range? It is 18, which is not terrible. It's not amazing, but it's not terrible. 1 shield booster, 1 heat sink launcher. I think this is a decent beginner's build. What should we name the ship? What do you guys think? What do you want to name it? The one that I like the most is going in there. Cheers. I need to figure out how to do an overlay with VR so I can still see my NR and Discord. Yeah. That's the hard part. Let me just catch up and chat while here. What are the ship names? What are the ship names for this? What do we want to call it? Shock asked, do you prefer keyboard or controller, and why? Have you tried VR? And if not, you should. I tried VR at a friend's place, and it is incredible. It The only problem with it is basically what Pirates Republic said is the third-party tools are hard to deal with if you're doing a lot of jumping or searching around for stuff and you need third-party tools. You're constantly taking your headset off. For me, if I'm streaming, it doesn't work because I can't see chat. So that's the hard part. But I hear it's one of the best games you can possibly play in VR. Shock. Let's come through here. The Delta Dandy, the mighty Boss Stone. Delta Flyer beginner. Old shaky. Delta F Mini. Student driver. The obnoxious monkey. Double tap. That's a good callback, guys. On Friday, we did community night. It was a lot of fun. I had to build an obnoxious monkey. These are all really good. Oh man. None of these are seriously like combat focused. Ship name, I'm a professional streamer. Pew Pew from Dredge and Felix. I guess that one's combat focused. Ship name, I built this. Thunder Pig. Oh shit. Okay. Oh man, these are all good. Oh no. The poop myself was pretty how'd you know? Should have worn my brown pants. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go student driver because that really does me. That's the one that's calling to me. Student driver. We'll save it. All right. Let's get back into the game. Actually, I need to pull that back up because I need to see it on the side here. Okay. We're gonna go student driver. Hoodwinkies, you win this round. Starport services.
You can do it! Cover Winkler in bees. You can do it. You can do it! You can do it!
Purchase ships. Every ship is available here at Jameson Memorial. What do we say? The Chroma Mark III? Oh, how much did that cost, actually? Wait. That's another thing we wanted to look at. She cost us... This is expensive. This is an $8.9 million build. That is a very expensive build. We're gonna go with that for now. I think for a beginner that's pretty expensive, but we'll go for it for now. Cobra Mark III, purchase ship. Perfect name for this project. Yeah, I mean it's definitely a student driver ship, right? All right, now we need to outfit this ship. I got worried there for a second that I destroyed my... Okay, let's pull you back. This guy's... I'll have this over on the side here on the other monitor so I can see what I am doing. There we go. Let's make this a bit smaller, that a bit bigger. Military grade composites. Let's start with our core internals. I want to replace the module with military grade composites. There you go. Buy and equip. I don't want to store this one. How do I sell it? Can I sell this? Yeah. All right. So the difference here is this one, the reactive surface is actually better, I think. A downward impact resistant material offering superior protection. I'm gonna go for the reactive surface. It's gonna raise our price, but I like it. I like it more. We're gonna go for reactive surface. Power plant. I think I have a 4A. Do we have the Midnight Rangoon in here? Did I see the Rangoon? This isn't No Man's Sky, and that's the Midnight Rangoon. The Midnight Rangoon. Guys, check out the Midnight Rangoon. My man rocks. Oh man, are you streaming tonight, dude? If I go late enough, I'd be happy to raid. Let's see, thrusters. Unless Bill's streaming tonight, then I have to raid Bill. Because that's the way it goes. You can get a working version of what you build and just upgrade as you go. Yeah, and that's kind of what we're doing right now. I'm just kind of going through this 4A frameshift drive. And if this is too much money for you, like you can get a worse frameshift drive. You can get maybe slightly worse hull, slightly worse thrusters. Those are things you can do that'll make your life a little harder. But this I put the 3D life support. Power distributor. I got the best one for this one. Why did we get the best one? So when you're building in game, if you look in game on the right here or right behind me, right here, you'll see like the stats compared to what you currently have equipped. I have the baseline equipped, and so this gives me more weapon capacity, recharge capacity, engine capacity. It gives me everything better. The only downside is a little bit more power draw. We got a good power distributor. We got a good power. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, we got a good power plant. We're fine. Let's get that. Oh, you'll start soon. Okay, awesome. Yeah, guys, definitely check out the Midnight Rank. I'm waiting on those hats at some point. In fact, and you don't have to send one to me for free, by the way. I know you said that. I'll just buy one. I'm excited. Sensors. I think I got the best sensors. Wait, let's go back. So the range for this one is max range 8 kilometers. Target scan angle 30 degrees. As we come down, the 8 kilometers actually holds for all of them. What isn't better is, typical emission range. Yeah, the emission range. 6.8, 5.49, 6.48. Yeah, so we want the highest emission range. You can say anything in chat if you follow it by JK. Should I hoard resources for a bit before I get into exploring Delta? Joyroth, I would... You don't have to. You can, but you don't have to. If you're really keen to get out there in the black, there's, how this, like, I think the best way to describe that feeling is kind of like, when we're out here on Earth here, it's like the sea calls to me. There's something about when you're on the ocean, for some people, where you're like, I just need to be on the sea. It calls to me. That sort of feeling. Sometimes the black just calls to you, and if it does, for me, it happens in waves. If it does, sometimes you just need to go out while that bug is in your head. And in that case, I won't say hoard resources. I would say get a good exploration ship. That usually requires some engineering. You can do an unengineered exploration ship. I recommend a Diamondback Explorer or an Asp Explorer before you go too far out. Asp Explorer would be better. I'm the only one who would buy one? Well, all right, listen. I'll still buy it. What did Bill say? Indestructible. Where'd you go? I don't see it. You're in blue. All right. What did Sin say? JK, yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Okay, fuel tank, 3C. I think I kept that in there. 4C, that's fine, whatever. Okay, let's get to our optional internals. Optional internals. I don't have a cargo rack. Sometimes you want a collector limpet controller and a cargo rack, because when ships blow up, they scatter some parts, and those parts can give you useful engineering mats, in which case you'd want a collector limpet controller and a cargo rack. I've opted against doing that at the beginning. Delta Creator, welcome in. I will not be participating in the Xeno Blockade Pirates Republic. I just won't have the time. It's happening tomorrow, and I just won't have the time to do it. Unfortunately. Sad, but it is true. Shield generators. Let's find some shield generators. There we are. And the big, so you can see they have everything. 8E, 7A, 6E. These are for bigger ships. We're going to go with the... Where are you? Where are you? What's happening? Transfer speed. I don't care about that. I want... What am I messing up here? Module type limit exceeded? The hell does that mean? Okay. Hold on. Is there any engineering on this? No. Sell that. Module type limit. What the freaking heck? Did I click something wrong? Optional internal. Oh, I know what happened. Sorry. Back. Optional internal. I already have a shield generator on here. It's right there. Sell. That's what happened. Alright. Actually, back. We're going to sell this module. And now we'll add a shield. Okay, that's what happened. That's what happened. Have fun, Sin. Thank you for being here, buddy. Take it easy, my dude. Ooh, okay. These are prismatic shield generators. Those are really good, but I can't use them here. You need to do some power play before we can do that. Hollow reinforcement packages. Oh, I really want the Guardians. But I can't. I can't. Yeah, Felix sell my shield on the ship too. Yep. that was on me. Another hull reinforcement package. Cargo rack. We don't want that. We want a fuel scoop for this one. Fuel scoops. We get the best one. And for fuel scoops, if you look at them, what they have is scoop rate, which is pretty important. Boot time, power draw integrity. So higher scoop rate is nice. It makes a big difference in how fast you get scooped up, which is good. Empty internal. Which one is this? This is shield cell banks. Get one of those. Module reinforcement package. Really want to use my Guardian tech. You're gonna get my first elite tonight, Rylock. That's awesome. In what? What are you getting elite in? How do you get the Guardian parts? You have to go to a Guardian site, which I'm not sure I have marked here. I have to look up the actual location of it. And you go around on your SRV and you shoot a bunch of things that pop up at you, and you collect some stuff, and then you fill out this little mini game, and then it gives you Guardian, like what does it give you? It gives you like a little thing you can scoop up, and then you give those to a Guardian technology broker, and that person is going to unlock the Guardian reinforcement package for you. We can go over that in a minute, which is really useful. Trade, that's awesome. Quit for a while and just got back. That's awesome, Rylock. Yeah, in my message that I put on the channel, I said there are a lot of veterans who are coming back, myself included, actually. And I played just an unhealthy amount of this for a long time. We're taking the Super Cruise Assist out and putting another hull reinforcement package. So welcome back to the black. The Guardian stuff is really, really good. It gives you a significant boost over the other stuff. I have to remember, it's like Snipe something. I'll get to it in a minute. And I think that's it here. Now let's go to our hard points, which are up here. Pulse laser, no thank you. So a lot of people like the pulse laser. Trade was my first elite as well. And then exploration. I'm not yet elite in combat, but I'm really close. Hard points will do beam laser. And this is the gimbaled mount. We'll do that for now. Then we'll do a multi-cannon on this one. A lot of people do like 2 beam lasers here and then 2 multi-cannons here. You can also do 2 multi-cannons here, 2 beam lasers here. Dealer's choice. This is why. Sorry, that's not what I wanted. I wanted a multi-cannon. And there are all sorts of different weapons. Play around with them. See what you like. Let's do the 2F multi-cannon. Looking at damage per second. Damage per second on the fixed is definitely higher. The turreted is away a little bit. It supports multi-crew, which is cool. Alright, this is the beam laser. Put the gimbal in there. And this is a multi-cannon. This one. Okay, we're good with that. And then our utility mounts. Only have 2 here, which is nice. We're going to get... so this is something you can get here too. It's called a kill warrant scanner. It's going to give you extra money when you're actually fighting. So you'd equip the kill warrant scanner, you would scan the person, you would see if there are any bounties on them, and then you shoot them and you get extra money. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use the heatsink launcher and the shield booster. But this is if you're going for bounties and stuff, this will get you extra money. So this is not a bad thing to do. But I'm going to do the heatsink launcher. Do I have one here? Oh, I have one stored here at Jameson Memorial. Who knew? All right. And we'll do a shield booster. Sergeant Belson, welcome in, Sergeant Belson. 07, Commander. There goes the rest of my scotch. All right. They are so good, says Felix, you can double up on bounty missions. In the beginning, they're very useful, but surviving is the most important thing. That's incorrect. That's incorrect. The most important thing is never fly. Oh, she's starting up. Never fly without rebuy. So, this ship costs a certain amount of money. If you look down there, there's rebuy cost. If I die, especially for a combat ship, you want multiple, I don't know, 5 to 10 rebuys cost, because if you die, you need to rebuy this ship. And you need that money. If you die in this ship and you do not have the rebuy cost, that ship is gone. The money you put into it is gone. The modules you put into it are gone. It's gone. Don't do that. Always fly with rebuy. Grimy, hey, welcome in. Hey, Delta Chat, I saw you're on. Got lost in No Man's Sky. It's easy to get lost in No Man's Sky, baby. By the way, a bunch of people have said, I'm going into Elite and ditching No Man's Sky. That's not the case at all. I'm absolutely sticking with No Man's Sky. I love that game to death. Are you kidding me? If you are here, guys, please do hit the like button. That's helpful. And if you're new, think about doing a subscribe. Better you can let security do the heavy lifting on the target. Just get a shot in and you will get paid. Yes. That's what we're going to go over right now. How do you get the Guardian parts? We went over that. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Guys, if I missed a question, please do spam it. I apologize if I did. You can get a loan. You lose 10% of the missions payout till the loan is paid off. Okay, fair enough. No, don't do that. Fly with rebuy. Yes, fair enough. You can. Fly with rebuy. I forgot the most important part. Where do I do the livery? It used to be here. Where is it now? Oh, here it is. This is where you can customize your ship. So you can, oh, and I will actually. Let's customize the ship a little bit. Grimy says, I'm enjoying your Elite stream. Well, thank you, Grimy. I appreciate that. Yeah, you guys have been super supportive, and that's awesome. Felix says, oh yeah, no, fly with rebuy, but if you don't or something happens, the ship isn't fully lost. Fair enough. Yeah, so you can see these guys, a lot of these guys. Oh, I just have these. Ooh. A lot of these guys cost arcs. You can see that below me. That's like the in-game currency. You earn them every week, or you could buy them for real dollars. Dealer's choice situation. I have some things purchased, like I have this one purchased. I don't have this one. I think I have this one, right? No, I don't. Oh man, that's too bad. Yeah, this one's only 1,600. I'm not going to buy anything for the Cobra Mark III. I have no desire. I will do this. Let's do this one. I want targets to see me coming at them. That's what I want. And where's the name? Let's go back. Weapons detailing. Ooh. Oh, I've bought. Oh, right. So your beam lasers are usually orange. I have bought the red beam lasers. So I have those. So I'm going to do red beam lasers because they're dangerous. You stopped because your crate is 6 million rebuy and had to rebuy like 5 times. Yeah. Yeah. I'll do my best to, to do the pew-pews properly. No. I don't have engine color. That's fine. But it's been a long time since I've done a medium or small ship, so we'll see how I do. Vessel voice? Yeah, we'll stick with that. Oh, what's vessel voice?
Greetings, Greetings, Commander. Greetings, Commander. This is Приветствую, Командир.
Oh, we'll stick with that. We'll stick with the Veritas. That's fine. Cockpit accessories doesn't matter. Let's name this bad boy. She is the student driver. And her ship ID is student driver. That's fine. That's fine. All right. Dang, this looks awesome. Son of a bee, it woke me up. Dude, this is awesome. Let's get out of here and test her out. See how she flies. So that's optimizing your ship. This Cobra Mark III could be anything we want it to be. It could be a mining ship. It could be an exploration ship. But we turned her. And some ships are better than others at certain things. They have better base stats at shields or hull or whatever.
Detachment complete. Moderate speed on exit.
Engage. I was like, why am I hearing Star Trek? It's been a while since I've heard that one. Whoa, that adder came in hot. Boost out the mail slot, baby. Woo! Buzz the tower. All right, she's decently maneuverable. Not amazing. I'm used to a little bit better. Let's put a little bit more into engines. All right, so we are away from... We want to get far enough away from the space station that it's not going to get mad at us. I think we're good. Ooh, that I did not check that. Ooh, my power plant is exceeded right now. So my power plant is not strong enough. That's something I should have checked. That was a mistake on my part.
You are currently within a no-fire zone. Retract your weapons, Commander.
Retracting my weapons. It actually turned off my life support. That's what you're hearing. So,
Clear of the station. This is traffic
here's what
operation.
we're gonna do.
Signing off.
If you look at, let's go back to it. So this is an issue. It's a big issue, and we should have fixed it. When we get to the bottom, this screws us up. We have only a certain... What's beeping at me? Oh, my shields are coming back up. Okay, that's fine. We have overpowered our ship. Things that we can do to help out is manage these power expectations. So say we could put things in certain
You
priority
can suck
levels.
it. You can suck it. You can suck it. You can all suck it. Live long and suck it.
So how does that look like in the game? So if I come here, and I go to my modules, you can see right next to me is priority. So I could say, all right, when I don't have enough power, these things aren't going to have as high priority. Docking computer, yeah, for sure. Right now, I'm using 100% of my power. So what I'm going to say is when we're going to put our frame shift to 2. Let's put our shield. This is 8% power. What was our frame shift drive? It's 3% power. We were over by how much? Let's take a look. We might need to rejigger the build just based on the power requirements. We were over by a lot. What's taking the power? The thrusters are taking a lot of power. Beam laser's taking a decent amount of power. The shield generator's a lot of. We need the shield generator. The shield cell bank. We could let's turn off the shield cell bank and see what it gives us. Let's do that, and let's do. What else do we want to lower? That's good. Heat launch is only 1%. That's fine. All these guys are 0%. I don't think this is enough, so let's see what it does. Let's put my hard points out.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
That's okay. Let's see what it turned off. Turned off shield cell bank. Turned off my cargo hatch. That's good. Turned off my docking computer and my fuel scoop. These are all good. These are the things that I wanted to turn off. I thought you played this before. I have, Chuck. That's a tough one. We do want to make sure our power capacity is good. And so this one, we're a little high. I think what I would do here is I would downgrade the thrusters a little bit, or I'd completely get rid of the shield cell bank. Those are the things that you could do to really, like, make this a bit better. Cargo hatch down is fine. We don't need all the stuff for this little fighter. Okay, let's set our fire group. So, on one trigger, I want my beam lasers. On the other trigger, I want my multi-cannon. That's it. So the one thing here is not having my shield cell bank is kind of a bummer. I won't be able to recharge my shields. But for a ship this small, you don't really super need it, so it's kind of okay. I opened an adder miner last night. Got a lesson in maintenance. I was going to do an adder build today, actually, for mining. Let's see. Let's go. Let's jump into Super Cruise.
Frame shift drive charging.
There we go. And we'll see if we can find a hazardous zone or some type of zone. Or not use power-hungry beam lasers. The other option is not using the beam lasers. That's true. You could use pulse lasers as well. So you'll see the beam lasers are taking a lot. 6% power right there. Another one 4% power. That's 10%. You could use the pulse lasers or other weapons like that that are a little bit better on power capacity. So let's come through here. We're going to filter the map by points of interest, I believe. No, not points of interest. We want and signal sources. There we go. We've got a low, a high, and a hazardous. We're going to go to the low resource extraction site first. If you're a beginner, that's where you want to go. Let's go there. No Super Cruise assist, so we're flying manual. It's a little far away. What happened? Teach power allocation. Yeah, I did mess that up. Sunny Family, welcome. Oh, Sunny Family, you were gifted a membership the other day. So welcome to the member squad. Hood Wikis, I enjoy the Imperial Eagle with the enhanced engines. Hell yeah. The Eagle's fast, baby. That ship can move. Weapons need to be down to 2 or 3. Anything to keep you alive and moving is 1. So what I like to do is come in, and when I engage my hard points, I'm fighting, right? If I need to run, I retract my hard points and keep moving, and then my frame shift drive spools back up, and I'm good to go. That's kind of how I manage that when I'm in conflict zones. Shield sandbag, class B, less power and extra charge. Yeah. So the mistake I made was when I didn't look at the power allocation. When I was and that's why you check the ship outside the space station, not or far enough from the space station so it doesn't shoot at you, but before you're in the actual hazard zone. If I'd seen the power allocation in there, I probably would have downgraded some stuff. You're absolutely right. A B class would have been good. Nice shock. I like the beam lasers for newbies for a very specific reason, and I'll showcase it right now. When you're first starting out, you can do this with your starting Sidewinder. With your very first starting Sidewinder. If we get there at some point. It might take a minute. Thrusters are crazy too. I like having really good thrusters, especially in a small ship. Well, you want them in every ship. I like being able to move around. And the reason is, when you're up against a big ship, your best defense is getting behind it. So just the maneuverability. Frag gun Sidewinder, you're crazy. You're crazy, I can tell. Yes, Hoodwinkies, frag gun Sidewinder all the way, baby. That's a lot of fun. Shock, I do need help. Lots of help. Thank you. Alright. We're getting close. We'll start slowing down soon-ish. So, what's the difference between your extraction sets? You have low, medium, high, and hazardous. Low is the difficulty is not going to be that bad, and there are cops around. The cops will help you. And the enemies aren't going to be that bad. It'll be okay. This is where you want to go as a beginner. If you are in the starting systems like Matet and stuff like that, where you spawn in the game, other players like me can't go there. It's locked for me. But you're allowed to go in there. Only new players are allowed there. Stay in those starting systems while you're getting comfortable. There are these resource extraction sites there where you can practice your combat. If you're already out, no worries. You'll be all right. Just go to low. Double tap, gotta bounce. Thanks for the stream, Delta. See y'all next time. Take it easy, double tap. Have a good one. All right, coming in. And we'll see how good this thing does. Could be good. Could be horrible. We'll find out. Hoodwinkers being open. Don't leave the starting systems. There are players out there gunning for fresh fish. That is true. It is crappy. I am very much okay with pirates and gankers and things like that. I am very much not okay with them doing it to players coming out of the starting systems, because that just stops people from joining the community. It's no fun. It's just mean. It's allowed, but it's just like it's no value to that, right? It doesn't help the community. It doesn't help those players. It doesn't even help you. You know, you're just being an ass. So that I don't agree with. In general, like if I'm out in the open on one of my ships, yeah, I'm asking for it. That's fine. Ben says I only play in solo or Delta's private server. Heck yeah, man. Always welcome. What's your name in Elite? I can't remember your commander name. All right, so this is that beginner stuff. Let's see how it goes. We might need to put on night vision for this. I think we are in the shadow of the planet. All right, let's jump out of Super Cruise. We are at a resource extraction site. Guys, we haven't been to this on stream yet. This is an icy ring. You can see the asteroids look quite different. All right. There are people here. Now, what you want to do in general, if you're a new player, first let's get our hard points out.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
That's okay. I am looking for fighting, so I'm using my radar to find fighting. If I can. There might not be much. Select this guy. I'm going to scan him, see what he's doing. Clean, so I'm not going to hit him. I want to hit somebody who's wanted. At the bottom left, you can see information if they are wanted. A big red wanted sign appears. They're good. So they're in a wing of 3, and they are all clean. Let's find another target. That guy's also clean. Ideally, we want to find where shooting is already happening. You're clean. It's a low intensity conflict zone, so there's not going to be a lot of fighting. It'll take you longer to find a fight sometimes, which is what we're running into right now. There's a Cobra Mark III up there. I'm just going to try to avoid the asteroids as I'm flying through. This is a very dense ring. Alright, she's scanning. Gerald Olszewski. Clean as well. Everybody's nice here in this low conflict zone. Oh, Dixie, you're Dixie. Okay, awesome. Yeah, this is a lot like spawn camping. What we're doing right now. Very, very similar. Let's get a little closer up here, see if we can find anybody who's a bad guy. Now, we really want the system authorities around to help us out. I'm gonna turn on night vision, because this is unnerving. I'm trying to use my radar to find folks, but it looks like everybody's clean here. And if they're clean, and I shoot them, I'm going to be wanted in this system. And then the system authority will go for me, and I don't want that. Let's go over this way. We can go into a more hazardous zone, potentially. I've actually never had this happen, where I went to a conflict zone for this long, and nobody was like a bad guy. There's a Diamondback scout there, mostly harmless. Oop, I lost him. Just cycling through targets. Yeah, that's the scout. He's just mining. He's just a nice dude, just mining. The Eagle, which I think is his escort, just hanging out. Nice people. Everybody's the Dark Wheel. There's a reference. That was the Dark Terrifying. My apologies. I could put something in my cargo bay and then they'll come at me. I don't, as a beginner, I wouldn't recommend that because all the pirates will come for you. Hey, take it easy, cat. Yeah, I should be awake tomorrow morning. If the daughter is not being a jerk, we will join in on your stream. Oops. But this is killing me. I want to go murder somebody. And there aren't enough people to murder here. This guy's dangerous. This guy might be wanted. Nope. He's at a wing of 3. And they're all going to be clean. So people jump into and out of these sites. That's an elite pilot. Yeah, screw this. We're gonna go to something a wee bit more dangerous. Yes, Rylock, you can do that. You can go to a new station and then use the... You can go to a new station using the Apex shuttles and then ferry ships via that. I've done that before. You can't go to Apex and be like, take my ship there. You have to, that I know of, actually. You have to go to the place and then call them. A high resource extraction site is a little more dangerous, but what's wrong with living a little dangerously? Not elite safe. Where would she get that from? Yeah, cat, it's definitely me. She's a real jerk about going to bed too. Though, you know, I'm a jerk about going to bed too, so fair enough. Alright, we're gonna get bad guys here. So let's do that. Alright, Delta Creator, where do you think I get it from? Okay, then we can just keep going back, alright. But back at the station with my ships, can I select one, then fly it, and then take a taxi back and grab another? Yeah, you can do that. It might be cheaper, but you can also, once you're at a station, you can just go to the shipyard and say, bring my ship here for a certain amount of money. If you have enough money, heck yeah. That's what I would do. But there's also the free demo voice attack that gives you 20 voice commands you can use in lead. I actually just got voice attack working, which is pretty cool. I enjoy it. I don't have it equipped right now. So here there are gonna be bad guys. That's an Imperial Clipper. Holy moly. Alright, they're wanted. I don't know that I want to take on a dangerous Imperial Clipper. In this thing, I might get absolute, because a Clipper is good. I might get wrecked doing that.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
So he's gonna scan me for sure. Okay, there's System Authority over there. So hopefully they would come help me. But let me check out this guy. I don't mind a Diamondback Explorer. That's a smaller ship. I could probably take that out. Oh no, it jumped away. Damn. That's System Authority. Okay, they were running from the System Authority. All right, I know these guys are okay. These are the guys that are gonna help me. Now make sure you finish scanning ships, even if they're wanted. Oh, I hear fighting. System Authority. Yeah, they're shooting this guy. See how his shields are down? Putting all my pips to engines. Now that his shields are down. Oops. Oh no, I shot the System Authority. No, 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 no. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh no. I made a huge mistake. We're gonna shoot this guy. Oh, we're running. We're running. We're running. We're running. We're running. It accidentally selected the System Authority and I shot them. Ah! We gotta run.
Frameshift drive charging.
We gotta run. I'm so gonna die if I against System Authority. No way. No way. No how.
3, 2,
That's bad.
engage.
Screw that. We're not doing that. Let's find another. Another system.
2 hours later.
Let's just go over here. Maybe 2 hours later. I think it was Zesty that gifted that one to you, Sonny. What does Bunda have? No rings. We're not going to go to Bunda. Wong Wang. What a name. LFT 926. I'm looking for planets that have rings. Redeem later. This is a test. Sure, that was a mistake. I could go pay off the bounty. I'm wanted. They're going to send me to jail. I don't want that. We're going to go somewhere else. Let's see. What about here? It's an outbreak. We don't want that. What about you? Security levels low security. Anarchy. We don't want anarchy. That we would die very quickly. Yeah, let's go there. The other thing we could do is we could go to Inara and search. Or ED tools. Ooh, massacre missions. Where are we? We were in Shinror. So. Screw it. Let's just go here. We'll jump.
Frameshift drive charging.
I fought the law and well I vacated. Yeah. So I accidentally hit the system authority. When you do that, as a beginner, you're dead. You gotta run. There's no choice. You'll die. It was going really well right until that moment. High security boom refinery should be a resident. That's why I chose that, because I saw the boom and the high security. But yes, Hoodwinkies, that's correct. Pirates Public. This stream brought to you by PSA for shit not to do. That's correct. Yeah, and everybody, at some point, you'll accidentally shoot system authority. It happens. Even if you're shooting your stuff and they fly in front of like your beam lasers, for example, and you hit them, that's your fault. And they will shoot you.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Even though they went right into your line of fire. You did miss me being me, Shock. That definitely happened.
4, 3,
Oh, is this Sabina Torval? Nice. This is my home faction. Oh, I might get merits here, actually. That's nice. Probably not right now, Felix. I'm probably going to keep chat closed for a bit. Let's... Resource extraction site. Hazardous, low, hazardous. I want a high. We're going high.
fuel scoop disengaged.
And guys, I'm going to put it onto this speed. Maybe a little bit slower. And I'm going to go grab a beverage. I'll be right back. We flew right by that, huh? Right by that, huh? Whoa! Not by too much, though. Viva, wait, Viva the what? Viva the Dirt League did a skit about friendly walking to the line of fire. Yeah, exactly, Red Dragon. This is why people use burst or pulse laser, because you can hit them a little, just not full open multi-cannon like some guy. Yeah, but you melt them so fast, which I love with multi-cannon. There's nothing like firing a multi-cannon, which is a lot of fun. But you have a point. Pulse laser ain't bad. It ain't bad. Should have made a bet on whether I would pass it. I did, but I just barely passed it. I thought it was by much more. All right, coming in. Let's try this again with attitude. Well, less attitude. Is this a Zamina system? It might be. Yeah, it happens. Listen, you're gonna hit the system authority. It happens a lot. I'm usually not in a small, unengineered beginner ship when that happens. I'm usually in my Corvette, where if the system authority want to shoot me, I'll melt the system authority too, but I try not to. What's the best ship-to-ship attack weapon? That's a great question, Shock. I am going to defer on that, because I have not done much PvP in the game. I know people like the pack missiles. I'm not sure if that's definitely still a meta or not, but I've heard a federal assault ship, probably System Authority. It'll be a hull tank. Oh, this is a Zamina system. All right, excellent. I'll get some merits while I'm here. Maybe I fight this guy. Should I take him? Let's wait for a fight. I want to show you guys the way to actually do this as a newbie. So what we're really waiting for is a fight. For people to shoot, for a system authority to come and shoot people who are mining. Lot. Okay, there we go, there we go, there we go. So these guys are bad guys. For sure. And they are shooting that person who was just mining. Just minding their own business. Now what can you? Oh my god, they murdered that person. Oh, I could have helped. Oh well. What can you, as a player, do about this? Alright, this is probably System Authority. Oh no, you're wanted. Oh my god, they're killing all the miners. They're shooting each other. All the wanted people are shooting each other. Where are the cops? Where are the cops? The cops do not care. Oh my god. That sounds like cops. Alright, that's the local security. We're going to select this guy. And get our hard points out. When his hull is really low, if we just tap him, we'll do it now. We'll tap him right now. With our beam lasers. There we go. We hit him. Shoot him with our multi-cannons. Hit him with our beam lasers. Get behind. And we got the money for that. Sweet deal. 497,000 credits. Nice. Did I get merits for that? I want merits for that. I messed up my firing groups. I want them to be reversed. I want the beam lasers to be 2. These to be 1. That's what we want. Where's the 5-0 exactly? This is a high. That's why I was super confused. So this guy is getting shot by System Authority as well. Somebody else is getting shot more. You wait for their shields to go down. You kind of orbit around them. And you wait till they get like 30-ish% maybe. Now, I could probably start shooting them now. Now, what you don't want to do is joust, which means you all fly at each other. Now, I should have waited a little longer before doing this, but I'm having fun, so. Ooh, shields are back. We're going to switch just to beam lasers. Ooh, he's trying to run. So you can see that my weapons are depleting. If you look underneath me, the pips to my weapons are depleting very quickly when I have my beam lasers, like, fully engaged. I'm going to boost after him. Because he's trying to get away. Oh, he got away. That's too bad. And that's beginning combat. The ship is perfectly fine as a beginning combat ship. You can optimize it for sure. I think not using beam lasers and moving more towards like pulse lasers is not a bad idea. I have shield boosters in here that I'm not even using, so turn that into something else. Alright, this guy's getting shot at. We're gonna go over there and mess them up. 5-0s here. Ooh. everything firing at this guy. And he is worried about other people, so he's not going to be bothered by us. And he's dead.
Target destroyed.
Goodbye. And that's 321,000, so we made almost $1 million, not quite, but close. Who are these guys shooting at? Right there.
Target shields offline.
Fall off beam 2D is 600. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of power. There are my merits, so I am getting merits for doing this as well. Not a ton. So I certainly wouldn't call this an optimized ship. Ooh, I'm under attack. Whoa! This is a bona fide space battle right here. Do I do it? Yeah, screw it.
Target shields online. Target shields offline. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Target destroyed.
Monies. So you can look here in our transactions tab. We've made this much money already, just in the last few minutes. It is so cool. So Good at Game, this is something you can do with 9 million credits, maybe 10 million credits. What I've done today, you can do. Now, the trick is, so we'll call it there for this little bit. And I think the caveat here is most definitely this is not an optimized beginner ship, right? This is a like get the job done ship, and it's easy to use. I am prioritizing easy to use. Beam lasers are easier to use than pulse lasers. Multi cannons are easier to use than Gauss cannons or shards or anything like that. And that's what you want as a beginner. Things that are just easy to use. So. Let me make sure I caught up a chat. The third time's the charm. PvP protecting against thermal attacks. True, true, true. Did you enter a high or a hazardous? Yep, we already talked about that. Impersonating an officer. Nice. Yep, that's exactly right. How do you keep from jousting? So, Felix, let's... Good question. Part of it is anticipating their movement. So if they're moving in a certain direction and you see them about to turn downwards, for example, right, you want to try to orbit them. So let's... The best... Jousting happens when you draw their aggro, so you need to be doing the most damage to them to draw their aggro. There's no situation here where I'm doing that. So to prevent jousting, as they're coming at you, if you see them dip down, you want to like back off your thrusters and you want to then start pitching down immediately, and then you'll follow them as they go past you, and then you just kind of keep turning around them till you're orbiting them. And that answers somebody else's question, such that you're orbiting, right? You want to be going around them. And orbiting is really easy to, well, easy. It is it is good to practice against Thargoids. Thargoids are a great that's Federal Security Service. I'll try to orbit somebody. That guy's deadly. I'm not going to orbit that guy. Unless he's big. This is Federal Security Service. And that's why you saw me turning flight assist on and off. You turn faster with flight assist on and off. When are you guys gonna shoot this guy? I'm waiting for them to join in on this fight, otherwise I'm gonna be absolutely wrecked. I want them to shoot this guy. They're all looking at him, but they're not shooting. Sophia's coming straight at me. I'm boosting a little bit so I get a little bit more speed on him. Alright, we might die, but I'm going for it. So he's going to try to shoot me. I'm going to boost and go underneath him. And try to orbit right here. So I'm not going past him. I'm going to boost because I got a little far away. I lost the orbit. So he's 2 kilometers away. But that appears to have attracted system security, which is good. I've done more damage to him than he's done to me. Yeah, so there he could have jousted me, but he didn't. So I'm backing off my throttle, coming down, turning flight assist off, turning as fast as I can. There. So I avoided a joust right there. He came right at me. I used my flight assist off, turned a little faster, got past him. I want to be 1.5 kilometers away from my multi-skins to actually be useful. So I've backed up my throttle. I'm pitching all the way up so he can't get past me. Whoop. So I just hit a heat sink because my temperature was going high. So he's definitely hitting me. I'm gonna get a little closer to him and try to get behind him. Whoop. Overcorrection. I'm actually gonna try to joust him. I'm just gonna get close to him. I'm trying to get behind him, like, oh, almost. Come on, baby. Come on, System Authority, help me out, baby. Let's get behind him. There we go, there we go. A little better, a little better. I'm gonna boost. He is orbiting me really well. He's deadly, so he's a decent pilot. So we're both kind of orbiting each other. Got a shields. We want to do a lot of multi-cannon damage here. Come on, buddy. Why is System Authority not attacking this guy? They're literally like following him and not attacking. That was a bit of a joust. We went kind of past each other. I've rebalanced my pips so that the engines aren't as strong. So I'm not able to turn as fast. I'm going to put some more pips to weapons. This is where pulses would be a little bit better probably. Because I'm depleting my weapon energy very quickly. But you can see I'm melting his shields with these beams. Shields melted. Now, if the goddamn System Authority would help me, that'd be fantastic. Alright, now we're doing a little bit of damage to his hull. Oh, they're finally joining in. Thanks, guys. Classic 5-0. Joining in at the last second. I'm gonna accidentally hit him at this rate. So this is us both orbiting each other. So it's become like a gunfight, basically. Just a firefight. I'm gonna go past him, try to sneak around behind. Ah, I messed that up. Shields back up. Sorry, I know I'm not seeing chat. The art of the dogfight is basically what this is right now. That's correct. Woo. There we go, that's what I want. Right underneath him. Yeah, so I got his ventral side to me, which was fantastic. So I was hitting him right in the belly. You can see my shields are still at 95%. I've taken no hull damage, so I am absolutely wrecking this dogfight. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Woo! Get him, baby. Come here. Come on. Come on. So this is jousting a little bit, but he's doing worse at it. So I'm kind of like letting it happen. I'm not orbiting him as much. I'm letting him get close. And now I'll orbit, and you'll die. Boom. So anyway, simple lesson in orbiting. What you saw was us, so that was me pulling back on the throttle and pitching up whenever he came at me. I like orbiting underneath folks, like that. So you saw us both hitting each other and doing this around each other. We were both trying to have our weapons pointed at each other. Towards the end, I allowed a little bit of jousting and then started turning so I could shoot him in the belly. And so he would eventually go past me, but I have enough runs of that where it worked out well. So Hoodwinky says, I honestly think lower tier fighting is more fun than the higher stuff. I think you're actually kind of right. You're in the thick of the battle. You're dodging. You're diving. You're doing all the crap that you need to do to like kind of angle yourself, and really, it's really a lot about flying. Now, when you're flying a big tank like I usually do in combat for PvE, the flying does matter. It does make a big difference, but the engineering matters more. You need to have really good shields. Everything needs to be engineered to a T. Your thrusters have to have the dirty drag tuning and all that. So, Ben, I'm glad that was helpful. Guy had some good damage resistance. Yeah, he was a deadly pilot, which meant he was a decently good pilot. You'll look at my ship over here, down there. The stats, 78% on the shields right now. Oh, and they're not charging, right? If I put pips to systems, they'll start charging. I didn't take any hull damage. So that was, and the system authority never really helped me. So that was just a one-on-one dogfight, basically. I think that was bugged out. System authority should have been helping me. So we're going to go back to Jameson Memorial and pay our fine. It's what we're going to do. Let's go to the galaxy map, pay our fine. And then, does anybody else have any, like, combat-related questions there? You know, I'm happy to show off, like, but you guys have seen it. I'm happy to show off my, like, fully engineered ship, but I don't think that's helpful for anybody right now. So... nice end to the student drivership. She was a bonny lass. We'll keep her for a bit though. I like her. And we'll cheers her with what do I have here today? I have a Boston Lager. You're very welcome, Ben. I'm happy to help. The Guardian stuff, yeah. So I can't demonstrate Guardian stuff to you today because it is 1,500 light years away from the bubble. So it would take me a while to get there in the ship that I would want to use to do it. But I can talk to it a little bit. Let me get into Shinar Tredezra, and then I have to look up some stuff on internet. I have to, man, I went mother country there. I have to look up stuff on internet and then help you. No, I'm gonna go look up some stuff so I have the systems. John, are you addicted? Delta needs an intervention. No, John. On Monday, I'm thinking about doing a fugitive run for No Man's Sky. Actually, could be a lot of fun. I haven't done a fugitive run in a while. It seems to have some momentum. Jason's doing it. Elan Paul's doing it. So why not? All right, we are wanted in this system. We gotta be a little careful. I am going to be sent to pilot's jail. Disaster. Here's a helpful thing. Hit filters on here. I only want to show stations. Jameson Memorial. I'll go there. I'll go to jail. I'll jump back. I'll do whatever they need. And then we're going to build, unless there are more combat questions, I'm going to show you guys how to get into mining. There have been a lot of questions since I've been doing a lot of mining streams. There have been a lot of questions about mining. I'm happy to help. I'm happy to help there. That one is like, Delta's a bona fide expert at mining. I'm decently good at combat. I have a lot of engineered. I have an engineered ship for it. I don't have a good like medium ship, which is something I'm working on. But we'll do that live together, and I'll do a little bit of research to figure out what I want to do. That's gonna be a lot of off-screen time. Can you do the Guardian unlocks in the beginning, or do you need a fully engineered explorer? Nope, you could do it in the beginning. Right in the beginning, Ben. If you'd like to. Now, you're gonna need some stuff, but nothing crazy. I recommend a medium ship or a small ship. Diamondback Explorer is a perfect one for this. A decent jump range, nothing too small. And then I can't demonstrate it, unfortunately, because it's just too far away for us to do tonight. However, I will try to find a YouTube video real quick that can demonstrate it for you to show you how the Guardian sites work. Let me make sure I got this right. Nirgula, welcome in. This is not PvE. Oh, this is I'm sorry. This is PvE combat. We're doing PvE stuff tonight, or at least this one was. We're gonna transition over to mining. I'll talk about Guardian stuff too. And please, guys, keep the questions coming. You know, I'll be honest if I can answer it or not. And you know, I know a lot of stuff, but I don't know everything. That's the reality, right? So. If there's something I don't know, I will find the answer for you. We request docking. Do you have to use neutrons? What? Oh, neutron stars? No. I mean, you can, I guess, but I think if there's a neutron, it's probably not worth neutron stars, honestly. Expert advice already for a sign of addiction? I mean, John, I've played this game for years and years and years. When I first started streaming, honestly, the thing I would have preferred to stream is probably Elite Dangerous. But console, I think at the time, was just getting dropped. It was a whole mess. So, and I was getting into No Man's Sky, and I really loved No Man's Sky, and there was... Oh god, and I'm trespassing. I thought I had access. Back up. Alright, sorry, my bad. How much time? Whoa! Whoa! It said head for Bay 16. What the actual hell? No! Don't murder me. I'm sorry. Oh, we're so gonna die here. Why? You said I could land. Let me dock. Oh, Jesus, we're gonna get murdered. Request docking. Too far.
Access denied.
Oh, we're so gonna die. Oh, God.
Request denied.
Why? Criminals have no docking privileges? Are you serious? How do I pay my fine? What? Let me dock. Just I'm gonna let them murder me.
Clearance denied. Access denied. Landing permission denied.
We will submit. I'm okay with the ship dying. We'll let her die. See how long it takes them with me holding still.
Taking damage. Shields off.
Come on, guys. I'm not even moving. Where are you? You know what? Screw you.
Power down your weapons, Commander. Aggressive behavior will not be tolerated.
Is that right? Aggressive behavior won't be tolerated? Well, hey, Pot, here's the kettle.
This is a safe zone, Commander. Hostile action.
There it is. It should be sending me to jail. This is the rebuy screen. I'll redeploy. I just, like, how do I pay off my fine then? I want to go to Jameson. I don't know how else to do it. Looks like a fugitive room, that's right. The Champagne of Piety. Ah, detention center. That makes sense. Can I hand myself in? All right, I'll get the money. I did lose all the money I just got, which is unfortunate. But that's okay. It's not that much. I'd like to hand myself in. Where am I? I have no idea where I am. Not crazy far. A few jumps. Is the ship still wanted? I don't think so. Yeah, just a rebuy lesson, fully intentional. I didn't think they would get that aggressive on me. They definitely did. They wouldn't let me land. That was bad. Yeah, as they're saying, Ben, Guardian unlocks are not difficult. They're relatively simple. We're gonna jump back to Shinra Tezra. They're relatively simple. If you know what you're doing, you know, and there are tutorials to help you out with that. Wake up, bro, and pay your fine at the interstellar factors. Nah. I'm good. I'm good. I went to jail. So you shot a ship because they crossed in front of you, and now you cannot dock and die? Wow. Just a tad bit messed up logic. Yeah. Your Gula says thank me later. I'll thank you now. Thank you.
Fuel scooping. Frameshift drive charging.
You can dock until you get scanned. Yeah, fair enough. The problem is I thought I had gotten permission. I thought I heard like docking pad 10 or whatever, landing pad 10 or whatever, and I guess I didn't, and that took enough time that it messed me up. What's going on, Teach Convict? Monkey, welcome in. This is Monkey from the Midnight Rangoon stream. Just wanted to say hi. Well, welcome in, Monkey. Good to have you here. Midnight Rangoon is the man. I am hostile here. That's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. We'll try it. Let's try it again. Let's try it. I might be able to sneak in. I don't think I will, though. I don't think I will. I'll try.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
I honest to God thought I'd asked. Maybe I missed it. When you're streaming, sometimes like I'm trying to pay attention to chat and do this at the same time, so I may have. You're right. I may have missed asking. I thought I had. Oh, you had permission, then got scanned and lost that permission. Let's see if we can sneak in this time. I'm gonna try. If not, I'll jump to a different system, land at a space station, and pay off the fine.
Dumbass!
You're not wrong, Shock. You're not wrong. We're gonna try. If it doesn't work out, we'll run.
Fuel scooping. Fuel
And we'll go to a different system. In fact, let's get a system. Well, no. Let's do this. I don't think I'm wanted here anymore, but we'll see. Maybe I am. We can check the transaction tab. I am wanted by somebody. It's a 75 credit fine. I'll pay it. Let's see. Transaction. Oh, yeah, there you go. Transaction tab will show you if you want to buy someone. Yes, left panel. Yeah, there you go. Down here. I'm definitely wanted. It's probably these guys. But we're going to go in. I don't know who the controlling faction here is. 75 credits is gas money. 75 credits isn't even gas money. That's how hilariously small that is. Oh, hostile immune system is controlled by a different power play. Oh, it's been a minute since I've done power play, so I haven't gotten that tag in a long time. But they sent me to jail. Usually that clears things. At least it used to before I came back. We'll see if that's still the case. We'll find out live right now, guys. I would say wanted down there if I was wanted. Delta Creature says, I knew one day you'd be wanted by authorities. I've only run from the cops in my life 2 times? Twice. And it wasn't that bad. They weren't that bad. They were minor things, you know, college things. 150. It's 75 credits. I mean, come on, guys. Can't we all just get along? And one of them wasn't even really cops. Thanks for the reminder, John, to hit that like button. I appreciate that very much. That would be very helpful, guys. Oh, I have the autodock computer on? Yeah, heck yeah. What's autodock?
Access granted. Clear to land at docking bay 1
Oh,
2.
we can relax.
Automated docking
Heck
initiated.
yeah. We'll try a quick mining build. You had to think about running from the cops? Well, it was like twice. It was twice. Rylock says like and subscribe. Guys, 07 for Rylock. Thank you so much. That's what I'm going to throw an 07 in chat. Thank you very much. If only you auto-docked the last time, says Wikis. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Rylock, that makes you subscriber 1545. Congratulations and thank you. I really appreciate you being in here. I appreciate all of you being in here, for what it's worth. Alright, we're good. Oh, thank God. Okay. Let's refuel.
Confirmed contact. Commence power down. You are most welcome, Commander.
Did this one count? One of them counted. The other one... And the cops are going after a lot of people. It's a whole thing. Starport Services. Don't worry, I'm mostly a straight and narrow guy. Okay, so the next thing I was going to try was... unless you guys want to see something more combat related, we could do a medium ship. Or I think what will be useful, personally, is moving towards a mining build. I've never... I guess maybe I've never told Delta Creator that. I've never ran from the cops. Does that make me a better person / son than Delta? I wasn't like running. Well, a little bit. But it wasn't like super crime related. It wasn't really a crime. Was it college? We're gonna get an adder. Put this build. So this is one of those like I need to. How do I want to say this? I want to mine for something, right? We could do keelback hoodwinkies. That's possible too. It's expensive. This ship I'm going to do is less than $1.5 million. Rylock, we will be doing platinum. That is what we'll be doing. Okay, I'm going to put a poll. Need tips for finding better rocks. That I can hit. I can most definitely do. Okay, here's what we'll do. Start a poll. Let's do, what should my mining build limit be? Have the money from my res work. That's true. Actually, no. Let's do it this way. I'm gonna do it twice. Well, not your res work. Yeah, I know. I definitely died. Delta Chris, I agree, Felix. I'm hearing Delta say this for the first time.
Just do
And leaning more towards Hunt now. Was Hunt there for this? I don't think Hunt was there. But Delta Creator, my good friend, who's like a third son to you, who recently got married in Germany, he was there for this. Time for late night nice. Good at game. Got a jet, but I also have majors. Enjoyed this. Thanks, Delta. Thank you, good at game. And guys, check out Dimash. He is awesome at good at game. Him and his partner both stream from the channel, and they're both amazing. I was gonna do like a small size ship and then a medium size ship, but I'm gonna go with the Adder to start with. It's 77,000 credits. Let's purchase the ship. How long have we been going? We've been going. Oh my god, it's been 2 hours already. Holy Jesus. Okay. Oh my god, I did not realize it'd been that long. How time flies. Let's go to the Adder. And here's what we're gonna do. Lightweight alloy is fine. Power plant, we're gonna go 3A. Thrusters, 3A. Frame shift drive, let's do 3A for now. Life support, let's do 1D. Power distributor, 2A. Sensors, doesn't matter. Keep it as is. Cargo rack. Yes, we want a 3E cargo rack. I made this build the other day. We're gonna do another cargo rack here. So, what we want is mining space. So 2 big cargo racks is what we're looking for here. So much mineral oil. So much oil. So much oil. Raw. That is an old joke. that's when what's his name? Enro was playing Pacific Drive. Okay, let's see. What else did I have in here? I think this was the Collector Olympic controller. So for mining, you need to send out little drones to go out and be like, hey, pick up my stuff. Oh, I'm sorry, right. But Collector Olympic controllers are only 1, 3, 4, whatever. So we're actually not going to put a Collector Olympic controller there. I think I took a picture of the build that I wanted to do for you guys. I did. We're going to put a fuel scoop in here. We'll do the 2A fuel scoop. We'll do a 1A Collector Olympic controller in here. These guys are going to go out and find our stuffs. This one is going to be another Collector Olympic controller. This one's going to be a Prospector Olympic controller. This is finding good asteroids. You gotta deliver it, says Joe. You have to love me, Delta Creator. You're legally obligated. And we're also going to put a refiner in here. You need a refiner. Refineries are very important. Now let's take a look at our power. Power is totally okay. We're 100%. Oh, not yet, because we haven't done the hard part. 2D mining laser. Now this is the part that's a little bit challenging. My launcher, excuse me. Did I miss the mining laser? I might have. No, I didn't. 2D. And this one we want to be fixed. Yeah. Mass 2 tons. Jump range. Integrity is the highest. Doesn't really matter that much, but we'll do a 2D mining laser in there. In here, and then we're going to do 2 1D mining lasers. Now, I might not be able to use both of these. My launcher, mining laser, and we'll do one more mining laser. And we'll check this as we get out of the space station as well. Utility mounts, I don't typically put anything in the utility mounts, but we'll see how it does. Okay, let's take a look at the speed boost. Decent jump range. Laden is 16.92 light years. It's a little low, but it's not horrible. 16-ton cargo. There you go. So this is like Joyroth still getting a hang of the menus and controls. Joyroth, if I am moving too fast because of that, like just absolutely let me know. Okay, let's buy the adder. This is a very good initial mining ship. It costs, let's take a look at the cost. 2.5 million. So it's a little expensive. What we can do if we want to reduce the cost is we can downgrade the thrusters to like 3D. The power plant 3D is probably okay. And that brings the total cost down to 1.5 million. I kind of want... So that's what you could do. I'm going to keep it at 3A for both of them, just for simplicity. But this is 2.5 million. Shouldn't be too hard to get 2.5 million. You can get them in a Sidewinder doing the combat that I just did. Spend half an hour in a combat zone. You can get 2.5 million easy without any damage to yourself. Just wait for system authority to shoot at people. So let's do that. And we have an adder, guys. What are we gonna do with this adder? Let's go ahead and let's pimp my ride. All right, what do we want here? Mining tools. We want the mining laser that is fixed. We're gonna sell this bad boy. Oh, you almost got poop. You put Delta in a shit sandwich, Delta Creator. That's what you did. Jonesed for a good bounty session, but the high sites have been relatively quiet the last couple of days. Go to a hazardous site. It might not go well, but you can. But go to a different system then. You know, you don't have to stay in the same system. Feel free to jump around, move around. Shoot some system shops and then get blown up. There you go.
You can do it! Cover Winkler in bees. You can do it. You can do it! You can do it!
Oh, excuse me. Ooh. Mining laser. Let's do that. All right, that's you. Utility mounts. I didn't have anything in there. Core internals, lightweight. Power plant. I put at 3A. Buy and equip. And you actually don't need a power plant that big either. You could do less than that, and that could bring down your price some. Frame shift drive. We'll do 3A just because I do recommend doing the highest frame shift drive because of what we're gonna need to do in a moment. You'll find out. Life support is fine the way it is. We could do 1D just to make life a little easier. Power distributor, 100%. You want the highest possible power distributor you can get. That's important. It's very, very important for this. Fuel tank, that's all fine. Optional internals. All right, let's come here. Cargo racks. Hey, Squirrel Lords Gaming, welcome in. Guys, check out Squirrel Lords Gaming. He's the man. Can you do a core mining build example as well? I can. Yeah, I can. What I'm thinking about is stream time. But screw it. Ben, you're here, I'm here. Let's do it. Let's do laser first because the intro to mining is laser mining. It is the most mining profit per hour you can get as well with laser mining. And you guys can go back in my streams and watch me laser mine with my super decked out cutter. That thing is an absolute beast. Here we're gonna do the fuel scoop for sure. Post a link. Oh, for Squirrel Lords Gaming. I thought I had a link for you. Let me check Streamlabs real quick. I don't remember what the name of the link is, so. Or for the build. Either way. I can do either. I'll do both. Commands. It'll be on the last page. No, it won't. Might be on the first page. Oh god. That's seriously gaming. I thought I made one for you. Looking. Here's what we're gonna do. This is Squirrel Lord's gaming link. Check him out. He is awesome. Does a lot of pew-pews. Is very good at it. I've never seen you land on a random planet and walk around. Is that possible? Shock. Absolutely, I can do that. That'd be great. You can res fight in your mining adder with the mining laser. Security just has to kill you. That is actually true. You can do that. You can hit somebody with your mining laser and be like hope. Like you'll be all right. I mean, if you like don't draw the aggro, which means don't be doing the most damage in a certain amount of time, which you won't be with a mining laser. Like you'll be all right. What am I at? I think I'm at the fuel scoop. Like you'll be all right. It'd be funny. Collect Olympic controller. Another collect Olympic controller. We're not going to have Super Cruise Assist. We're going to have a Prospector Olympic controller. You're welcome, John. Happy to help and happy to promote other people. I mean, like, people promoted me and helped me. Why? How could I possibly not do the same? You know what I mean? If nothing else, Zoo did it, and that is something to look up to. So, if nothing else, then he's the man. Squirrel, I'm thinking about making tutorial videos. I think I'm going to start with understanding how to use the galaxy map, dude. That's something that is needed. That's accurate. That's fair. A vehicle bays. You can't do that in this ship, but Shock, I will do that this stream. We'll do it in between mining builds. Okay. I think we're good. Hey, here's something that's interesting about this ship. It has no shields. That's right. This is a shieldless build. Ooh. That could go poorly. But here's what we're going to do. We need to find a place to mine. Shin Rartra Daz Hurrah. Okay. This is the tool we're going to use. It's called ED Tools. Let me go to edtools.cc. This is what it is. We're going to start with, I think hotspots is what we want here. The reference system is Shinrartra. Des Hurrah. The mineral we want is platinum. The minimum hotspot is 1. Did I misspell Shinrarta? There we go. So we're looking for platinum hotspots with at least that is close to where we are, which is right here. That's not bad. Oh, surface scanner. Yes, sorry. You're right. We need to have a surface scanner. That's very important. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Oh, damn, surface scanner has to be in optional internals. So we're going to have to get rid of something, which is okay. We can't get rid of this. Actually, maybe I can. Can I sell it? No, I can't. All right, we'll do it this way. Replace module with... You need a surface scanner. That is 100% correct. Surface scanner. You need one. Is there one here? Oh, no, back. You need a surface scanner. So I've gotten rid of my refinery, and what I'm going to do as a result is get rid of one of my collector Olympic controllers, because that is not necessarily needed. There we go. There we go. Good catch. Would have been funny to see me show up with that one. That's true, Hoodwinkies. You do need the detailed surface scanner. 100%. Delcar has the metallic hotspots. Got 2 hotspots. Light seconds 2,800 away. Let's do this. So I am near Shinrarter Desert. We'll go somewhere that's close by. This is Delcar. The other thing I'm going to do is we'll go back to ED Tools, Miner, and we're going to search. This is ED Tools / Miner. We're going to go to Platinum. And we're going to see where I can sell Platinum. And I want to sell it close to wherever I'm mining, which is Delcar. And we'll search for Platinum. This is 287. Hot damn, that ain't bad. Updated 2 hours ago. I don't know what the demand is here. Gen report. I don't know what the heck this website is. Oh, it's EDSM. We don't want EDSM. But you know what? It's okay. This is 287. That's a decent selling price. Is that right? Oh, this is where to mine, where to sell. This is where I want. This is where to sell. Price right here. Reference distance. Oh, this is even better. Bernoulli 289. This is perfect. Demand is 1774. Perfect. It was 2 days ago though, so it might not be that anymore. Hey, Solir. Hashtag Solir raid from Chaotic Sonity. Thank you for being here. What's this game? Elite Dangerous. You know that. It says this is 159 light years away. I'm not sure I believe that. We're going to go here anyway. 159 isn't horrible. It'll be a number of jumps. Solir, thank you so much for the raid, dude. Really appreciate it. Guys, check out Solir Gaming. I'm not, Solir, I don't know that I have a link for you. I might. I should, if I don't. In case I don't, this is Solir's channel. You have it right there. There you go. We're there right now. Check him out. He's the man. So we're going to sell over there. So we're going to go to Delcar. And here's the number one thing to remember. The number one thing to remember. Never forget your limpets. Go to advanced maintenance. Go to limpets. Purchases of limpets. We can only have 16. That's giving me real life stress. What was that Excel sheet? Yeah, that was basically a website that I'm using to help me in Elite Dangerous. It's crazy. It's crazy. You're playing Valheim. Awesome, dude. Oh, I can't wait till Enra's back in commission and we can do Valheim. His motherboard was delivered. So hopefully he'll be back and up and running. And thank you so much for the raid, brother. Really appreciate that.
Landing restraints lifted.
I have
Maintain correct lane on
no shields. Calling this a box of tissues is being mean to a box of tissues. If I hit something, I'm going to die. If I hit anything, I'm going to die. I need to be super careful. See that guy coming out there? I don't want to hit that guy. I'm being so careful. This thing literally won't let me. Oh, landing gear. There we go.
Landing gear retracted.
I am not playing Eve. We are playing Elite Dangerous Fire Groups. We're going to have our Collector Limpet on 1. No, we're going to do Prospector Limpet on 1. Collectors on 2. Second firing group, we're going to put Mining Lasers on 1. Turn these off. And we'll do Surface Scanner on our last one.
Clear of station perimeter. Be careful out there, Commander.
Okay, let's go to Delcar. We need to be very, very careful when we're flying. Because it would be super easy to just die. Did I misspell it? It's very possible. Delcar. Delcar. It is 2 jumps away. Let's go for it.
Frameshift drive charging.
I put a plasma cannon to mine launchers. And to mine launchers on one of these ships. It's hilarious. A troll build. I love it. Oh, I haven't used an adder in a long time. This is very unnerving. When you are broken flying an adder, you don't need demand. That, yeah, hit Wookiees, exactly. At some point, I was like, "What's the demand?" And, in my head, I made the same like sort of judgment. It's like, I have 16 tons of cargo space. It doesn't matter what the demand is. And so this is ways to make money kind of quickly with platinum mining. You'll see. So let's start a timer. This bug you're seeing right now, where it's taking forever, pain in the butt. But this is a known bug right now. We might get bumped out. It might finally find the star system. We'll see. Adder equals away team shuttle. Don't forget your red shirt. That's not wrong, Hoodwinkies, and we have no shield. You don't want to be in the Adder for long. Just enough to get the millions you'll need. Let's fuel scoop here. A little bit. There we go.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Delcar.
Frameshift drive charging.
You've taken out an Anaconda with the mine launcher. That's amazing. Squirrel Lords Gaming. That's amazing, actually. So this is an adder. She's small. She's humble. Anybody can build this. This one is 2.5 million. You can do this for 1.5 million. The 2.5 will get you a little further. That's all there is to it. Okay. Let's see what planet we're going to for mining. 7A ring. There's 2 platinum hotspots. 7A. Okay. So it might be far. We'll find out. Let's take a look at the system map, which is down there. 7A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pristine reserves. You want to get pristine reserves, because you'll get the highest chance of like good asteroids there. And I forget who it was, but they had asked, how do you find good asteroids? This is the way to do it. In an adder, we'll see whether we can do this or not. With 16 tons, we're going to take what we can get. A little bit. I'm going to have lower standards because we have 16 tons of cargo space. I have 16 limpets. If you own your Combat Cobra, just mine with that. That's true. If you have the Combat Cobra, you can refit it to be a mining ship. It'll be cheaper because, well, parts of it will be cheaper. Yeah, probably. The Cobra costs as much, and you'll be buying the same module, so you might as well do the Cobra. If you have the Combat Cobra already. But you might not be doing the Combat Cobra. You might be doing a Combat Sidewinder to get the money you need, and then moving into a mining ship because you don't like doing pew-pews. So, this is an option. I like to keep these little basic steps, even if I have outgrown them. They're fun to engineer to create the memes with. You know what? I agree with you very much, Squirrel. These are fun things to do. Yeah, don't mine in a Sidewinder. Please don't mine in a Sidewinder. Yes, agreed. Alright, so Shock had asked about going into onto a planet. We'll do that. It's I haven't done as much on foot stuff. I've done SRV stuff, but I don't have an SRV on this build. Sidewinder is a doorstop. It's even shaped like one, so yeah. Who wouldn't like pew pews? You'll be sitting with lots of people don't like pew pews. It's wild. So what I did there was I switched modes. So you see how it's red here? This is combat mode. I switched to analysis mode. You need analysis mode to use the detailed surface scanner. You want to be in analysis mode for mining. We're out of range. We can slow down. And once we get close enough, we're going too fast, which is okay. Now we slow down. And once over here it says that we go into our surface scanner, we're going to try to hit that ring down there. As you shoot things, those probes curve in towards the planet. So I just shot there because I thought that'll hit that ring. And it did. And I think that's the metallic ring, because this looks like a rocky ring to me.
Surface scan complete.
And Serendibite, resource extraction, monazite, road plumpsite, platinum hotspot right there. Serendibite, painite, monazite, painite. So one of these two is a platinum. That's a bigger platinum hotspot. I think I'll go for the small guy. And so for the core hotspots, for the core mining, you've seen me always drop kind of at the edge. For platinum, I'm actually going to drop right in the middle. Need to pick up a Cobra 5 to try it out. I already have a Cobra 3 and I love that little ship. I do need to try a Cobra 5. Haven't done that either myself. I don't know, I'm a big ship guy. I love big ships. We're going to move a little bit of ways from the planet so we come in a little bit faster. Here we go. Oop, a little too fast. I'm going to find a really bright yellow band kind of towards the middle. Is what I typically do. We'll come over here. Bright yellow means higher asteroid density. Okay. Now, I'm going to switch over to my Prospector limpets. Deploy the hardpoints. There's usually a thing that shows me where I'm pointing at. There's usually like some kind of like little ridicule, but I'm not seeing that. So we're just gonna shoot at an asteroid.
Programming limpet drone.
Ooh, I missed by a lot. And I only have 16 of these. So that's not good. So I'm gonna shoot again.
Programming limpet drone.
We'll get closer before we shoot the prospectors. There we go. Now this guy. Normally I would want something that has more than 30% platinum. because I have so few tons, I'm gonna shoot for something that. Oh my god! Look at the bottom left there. It says I selected the prospector limpet after I shot it, and it says it's got 60.13% platinum. That's amazing. That's exactly what I want. Let's go ahead and switch to night vision. I want to find the center of rotation of this guy. Power groups, we have our mining laser. I want my collector limpets on here as well. I want to find the center of rotation of this guy. We're going to put our pips all the way to weapons. And just look around to see where this thing is rotating about. Not there. Not quite there. You want to make it such that when you shoot your mining beams, it looks like this little divot right here is pretty good. A little lower. Maybe like right there-ish. You can see my weapon's getting depleted very quickly. I'm going to shoot out a collector limpet. I only have the one. So I'm going to keep mining it. You'll see the asteroid slowly getting depleted. And I'm going to have to wait for my mining beams to keep coming back and back and back. Which is annoying. Let's open our cargo scoop. So our prospector's going to go out. Start picking these guys up. Hey, Krusty, welcome in. Can you mine anything while on a planet? You don't really mine on planets, but you can gather resources on planets that you might need for like engineering stuff. These mining lasers are depleting so fast that I'm actually going to turn off the 2D and just use the ones. Now they're depleting slower, but they're firing for longer. Might be a little slow. It's a little slow. 65%. It's like barely keeping up. Not quite. Let's try just the two.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
It says cargo hold at maximum capacity. So our refiner is going to fill up in a moment. So our cargo hold, it has 13 limpets in it. It's got 3 platinum ingots in it. And our refiner, which has 4 spots, is going to start filling up with platinum. When our refiner's full up, we're done. So if we were in my really good cutter build, which you guys have seen on stream before, we would have been done with this asteroid and we would have gotten way more out of it very quickly. How you doing, Krusty? I may have changed it, Pirates. I don't know. The night vision thing. I had one on my HOTAS, but I had to change that as well. So if you come out here as well into contacts, there's a bunch of like just materials that are being collected as well. And then there's platinum. And you can see how it says add to ignore list. Maybe something's coming out that you don't want. And if you don't want it, you just say add to ignore list, and then your collector limpets won't go and get it. I've only got 1 limpet coming out here. I'm actually gonna have to burn some limpets in here. I'm gonna abandon 2 because there's a bunch of. If you look over here at my refinery, it's filling up too fast. We're at 19%. There's a bunch of platinum still out there. Only 1 collector limpet going. This is why I wanted that second collector limpet. So I could get rid of my fuel scoop maybe. That's dangerous. We have to get rid of more. Yeah, see, these guys are just hovering in space. I need to get rid of more limpets, which is a good problem to have. Doing well, Krusty. Doing well. Now that you're here. Asteroid depleted. Now we just have to wait for this collector limpet to pick up all of this stuff. It's going to take it 300 years. It's slow, but this is how you start. Right, so it's going to go out. We only got the 1 collector, and dang it, she's doing the best she can. She's trying. She's trying. Resources unallocated still. How much platinum is still out there? There's a lot of platinum still out there. We're gonna actually get rid of a few more limpets. Come these limpets, I go to abandon, and I'm gonna get rid of 2 more.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
My lad's out there doing his best. This limpet is changing genders every time I talk. But this is good news. We are getting a lot out of this. Now, my normal bar is, somebody had asked this, is 30% or higher of platinum within an asteroid for me to actually mine it. With this build, I would probably accept 20% or higher. Just because I don't have as many limpets to shoot out, and I don't wanna like shoot a billion asteroids and not find enough. Resources unallocated still. My Atlanta. We're filling up fast.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Ooh, I dumped too much. Dang it. Well, actually, I think we're okay. Actually looking really good. So the adder fills up real quick. Umaru. Welcome in, Umaru. Or Umaru. How do you time jumping out of the FSD if I was undershooting my target? Yeah, I'll show you in a minute. What's my guy doing? There's still some platinum out there. I have to get rid of one more limpet. I mean, this asteroid gave me 13 tons, which is good news, right? How you doing? 07. 2 more platinum fragments. The problem is I only have 3 more limpets out there. Oh man, that's 1 platinum fragment. It's gonna do the other one now, hopefully. %. How much more platinum do we have out there? None. Okay, so we're good there. So now it's just gonna pick up all these materials, and these materials are good for when I want to engineer components. We've talked about engineers, and we're not gonna talk about them too much today, but like, you need them to upgrade your modules so that, you know, you have ships that are like optimized. That helps a lot. Are we done? We're not getting this one, I guess. All right, I guess we're not getting that one. That's fine. I'm just gonna shoot another nearby asteroid. I'll shoot this guy.
Programming limpet drone. Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
We'll select the prospector limpet.
Failed. Prospector
It has no platinum. Not good news.
asteroid scan complete.
Now I have set everything to ignore. I'm ignoring everything but platinum, which is great for me, right? But you, as you start, will have to do that. Wow, this thing sounds so weird.
Cargo scoop retracted.
This guy's very still, and you want to go towards a general location. You don't want to keep like
Cargo scoop.
weaving in between asteroids in one area or going in circles, because you're gonna prospect asteroids you've already prospected.
Programming limpet drone. Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Prospector limpet failed.
Wait, where's my prospector limpet? Oh no! My prospector limpet died.
Limpet drone. Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Okay, we're out of limpets. That's not good. Hopefully this has some platinum in it, otherwise we're in trouble. And when you have a small ship, this is an issue. 49%, we'll take it. We're going to get there quick before our collector limpet dies. And we're going to start shooting
Asteroid
it.
scan complete.
platinum's coming out of it. Get a little closer. This is probably the center, like rightish here. Asteroids are moving slow, so it doesn't matter that much. Let's see what we get. Alright, laser's done. Gets about 25%, quarter of the way through the asteroid before it depletes. That ain't bad. So you could not get the other two lasers. The two 1Ds, doesn't matter. There's probably enough platinum out here. Yeah, that's enough. We're going to fill up on what's out there already. So our cargo hold's actually already completely full. Let's see what we got. All those fragments kind of line up and bunch up. That's actually pretty good for the collectors. I'd like to have 2 collector limpets going at the same time, but for this tiny build, it doesn't matter that much. And so your builds when you build mining ships, as you rank them up to, maybe you go to a crate next, or maybe you do a cobra, or hey, maybe you wait in this ship until you have enough to get like a python. Until you get to the Anaconda, which is the ship you really want to do this on without having to grind federal rank or imperial rank. Then you're like, you need millions and millions and millions to do that, but you're squared away. This is a great ship to do it in. The Adder was my first mining ship, and I love it. I love it as a mining ship. All right, our refinery is full. Our cargo bay is full. We're getting out of here. Now, what we need to be careful about here is not getting murdered by pirates. We are going to now to sell. It's been a few days since this price was here, which isn't great. So I'm actually going to go to, I think, Arnold Hub in Convumia, whatever the heck that is. Let's go to my galaxy map. Which is that far away. We'll route a plot. We'll plot a route. 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps. Let's do it. Let's put our hard points away. Now we could get interdicted doing this. You got to be careful. If somebody interdicts you, you want to pay attention. And we'll sell this and see how much we get for it. We're going for 21 minutes. Bunda. Alright, come on, baby. How many jumps was it? 4 jumps? Yeah, 4 jumps total. I usually average about a minute per jump, maybe a little less. Depends on the day. Hopefully we'll have enough. We should have enough. Yeah. Cheers, guys. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out and doing the Elite Dangerous streams with me. I very much enjoy them. And I hope you are too. And we got another subscriber, 07. Streamlabs didn't say it, but I appreciate you. Oh, please don't die, please don't die, please don't die. Cheers, Imaro. Okay. I'm gonna fuel scoop a little bit. And the reason you want to fuel scoop on these miners is I'm assuming you don't have a fleet carrier. If you have a fleet carrier, this ain't a problem. Just dump all your stuff on a fleet carrier. Ain't no thing but a chicken leg. 07 and cheers, Krusty. Excuse me. The beer burps. No. Love you, Mama. You're the best. Ben says, no, thank you for the fun of the teaching. It's very kind of you, Ben. Thank you. I mean, no, thank you. No, thank. It's like, no, you hang up. No, you hang up. You're welcome. I'm happy to do it. Cheers, Shock. Oh, man. Listen. I'll drink a case for your poor Chargers, dude. I legitimately feel for you. I'm a Commanders fan and
Fuel scooping.
nervous. All right, we're getting to the system. I don't know what the space. This. Oh God! If you get too close to the sun, you get dropped out and you overheat. It's not
Fuel
good.
scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
I don't know what system we're going to, or station. Let's check that real quick. The station is Arnold Hub. 100. No,
4, 3,
Arnold Hub is fine.
2.
I can work with that. Oh. All right. Let's find Arnold Hub. It's right there. Hornby Horizons. That's not what I read. I'll leave it to your imagination. Okay, Joyroth was asking about overshooting. Okay. So, in the bottom left, you have the mini game, right? The distance, speed, all that stuff, right? When your throttle, which you're seeing on the right side of the radar, is in the blue zone, that's kind of like the ideal zone for maneuverability. It's also the ideal zone for coming into a system or a location. Now, I'm going to max out until I hit about 7 seconds left on that timer that you can see under Arnold Hub. 7 or 6 seconds. When I see 7 seconds, about 7 seconds, I'm going to bring it down to 3/4. Right there, 3/4. Okay? Now, as I get closer, it's 6 seconds. I'm going to back off a little bit. As I get closer, we're going to get closer to a planetary body. So you might need to speed up, slow down a little bit. But I'm staying primarily within the blue zone now. Now, the distance marker is coming in on the left. You can see that little yellow little hash. Move it in. And now you see the speed marker coming in. Ideally, if you do this perfectly, the distance marker and the speed marker hit the blue zones at the exact same time. But I am staying on my throttle in the blue zone no matter what. At this point. Now I can speed up a little bit here. And at some point, you'll be able to do it by sound rather than looking. 8 seconds. I'm going to speed up a bit because I'm getting in the gravitational well of the body. So it's slowing me down a lot. So apply a little more throttle. And then above my radar, you're gonna see like maybe something that says gravity well. You might see something that says too close. You're gonna wait for disengage something, I think is what it says. And for me, it says J is my super cruise thing. So my speed is good. You can see that the hash mark on the left has turned blue. And now I'm coming in. Now that's 6 seconds. I don't care if it goes to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's keep going and press to disengage. I press the button to disengage. And we're out. And that's that. Is N still? Nope, N is not night vision anymore.
Zorgon Peterson, Delta Echo Lima. You are now in Federation space. Be advised, docking access to this station
What's
is by
docking?
permission only. Landing authorized.
Keep it blue, yeah. Or use Super Cruise Assist. It's also another way to do it. You're welcome, Joyroth. It's it's funny the little things that it takes to do this. As a player who's been around for a little while, I forget sometimes the little things that are like, this is an unachievable thing, and they are at the time, right? I mean, I had them too, and I just forgotten at this point. So it's like, ask every and any question like that. There's no shame whatsoever. Like, these are all like important things. Super Cruise, I'll still mess it up from time to time. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. So we'll come in here and we checked the price of these commodities on ED Tools. You can also check them on Inara. We haven't gone to Inara tonight. Okay, I have no auto docking computer. I have to be really careful. This could blow up. I'm gonna lower my landing gear, and I want to come in oh so slow. Oh, so slow.
Landing gear deployed.
Because this thing could break apart at any second, baby. Here we go. Start coming in and down. I don't like manual docking. If you take the Apex shuttles, guys, those are adders, by the way. The ship that I have right now are the Apex shuttles. They're coming real slow. Whew. We'll refuel. Magic moment. It's taken us about half an hour to do this.
Engines disengaged.
And I wasn't going super fast. We're going to sell our platinum for 285 a pop. That ain't bad. That's 4.5 million in half an hour. Bam. Right there. Super easy. Sell it. And then 4 more platinum are going to come in because they were sitting in my refinery, not in my inventory of my starship, so I now get to sell those for an additional 1.1 million. So we made 5.5 million, something like that. Half an hour. 10 million an hour. Hashtag profit. That's right, tomorrow. Well, there's elite at the same time. Well, 3 elites at the same time might be a bit much. Made it out with 5% hull, but I got 2 of them. Oh my god, pirates. What were you flying? So, I like making money mining because I think it's a really good way, especially as a new player, to learn the basics of how do I set my fire groups, how do I fly, how do I use super crews, how do I use the third-party tools, which are really important for not only combat, but also for selling things and mining, right? You were in a Federal Corvette. Oh, man. Whew. Those were 3 elites. 3 elites at the same time solo would be tough in a Corvette. Yeah, Corvette, and that's the creme de la creme of how you do this. Okay, let's look at the system. See if we can answer one of Shock's questions. Excuse me. Yeah, we're right here. We can land there. Let's land there. Now, I don't have an SRV on this ship, which is too bad. So we will do at some point, Shock, like a full, like, I'm landing. Let's check it out. Let's do some landing exploration. But right now, we're just going to land on a planet and disembark and see what it's like. Just to get a feel for what planetary landings are. Just a taste. A taste of the planetary
Landing company
landings.
disengaged. Follow the greens on your way out.
Is anybody actually in Discord tonight? Or anybody planning on hanging out in Discord tonight? It is, what time is it? It's 11:30. Felix is in there right now. I'll probably hang out for another hour after stream. Just doing stuff. No autodock, keep green on the right. That's true. It follows the same rules that you would expect if you were sailing. No green on the right. Dock below, and the dock below when you enter will be 1 to the right and 41 to the left. Will be 5. Can figure out the. You guys can read it. I don't want to kill myself coming out of here. I'm crazy, gang. I'm crazy. Krusty, you can hang. Oh, awesome. I'd love to hang. God, this ship is not optimized. I forgot what it was like flying an adder. Holy guacamole. Woo. She's a little lad.
4, 3, 2,
Lad?
engage.
I hope this has been kind of useful for you guys. You know, a few tips and tricks and things like that. Kind of answer your questions as we go along. Had a little bit of hiccup with the combat build coming out with the power draw. We could have fixed that in the actual build itself, but that's what happens when you build live. If I was smart, I would have come up with some builds beforehand and then like done it. But we did it live, which is good. I was AFK. How many rocks to fill that adder? Like 1.2 rocks. I found a 60% rock for the platinum first, and then I found a 49%, and it took 100% of that 60% rock, and it took like 25% of the 49% rock, if that makes sense. Got elite, moved to Founders World, and bank account rolled over to 1 billion. Nice. Not bad for a night. Good night, all. Good night, Rylock, and again, welcome to the squad. It's good to have you here. I'm not sure whether I'll be able to sneak in another elite stream before Wednesday. Where my whole schedule goes to God knows what. I know I was able to maintain a regular streaming schedule when my daughter turned 1 year old. I think I can maintain a regular streaming schedule once my son turns, probably once he sleeps through the night. So like 4 to 6 months. So it'll be probably like 4-ish months to 6 months, hopefully, where I can start doing a more regular streaming schedule. But I will be streaming and producing content in between. It'll just be more sporadic. Grimy, quick NFS question. No worries. How do you get the autophage missions? Search it on YouTube. You have to do a lot of stuff. You have to do Tainted Metal. I think you have to do Under the Rebel Star. And there's one more mission that you have to do before you can get the autophage missions. It's a real pain in the butt. Just stream with him in your lap. Teach him how to operate the keyboard. Commander in training. He will absolutely be a commander in training. I can tell you that for sure. A little co-pilot. I'm excited. I'm excited. 2 kids will be a wild ride, but it'll be fun. Though my daughter does very quickly need to get her shit together. Oh, let me turn this timer off. She's gotten into a phase in the most unfortunate timing of not wanting to go to bed at all and screaming and crying through all of it, which is going to wake up the sun. So that is not something I want to have happen. Alright, so we can land on this. The reason I knew I could land on it, by the way, is we go to the system map real quick. It has this little blue thing right here, which means it's atmospheric as well. So we'll land in, and there are different things you could do while you're on the planet, like scan for plants and things like that. I'm not gonna do any of that. We're just gonna get out and like walk around a little and then get back in. Benadryl. Man, Scotch has not. She's too old for a pacifier. Otherwise, Scotch on the passy would have been a thing. Just kidding. Or am I, dude? Seriously. Dr. Creator can't wait for my new grandson. I know. You've got so many grandsons already. I'm sorry. We produced another Y chromosome boy for you. But you know what? That makes the granddaughter special, which is nice. Let's land on that ice cap. There's a big, like, crater right there. Let's go check it out. So as you come in to land on a planet.
Orbital flight engaged.
Woo, we're coming in a little hot. A little hot. Come in a little bit hotter. We're not flying for anything in particular, so we just want to find a fun little spot. I always approach like I'm going to Iceland. Dropping from orbital cruise. And now we're gliding. Little bit of a steep glide. We have no shield, so I do have to be kind of careful. You should check the gravity on planets too. But the glide will disengage once we get... There we go. It's right there. Now, as I get closer to the surface, I want to find a nice flat spot. We're 4 kilometers above the ground. We want to find a spot where that is flat that we can land at. Gravity is just a theory. That's fair. Just found an A-class Sentinel. Jason Plays would like it though, due to the landing gear. Ooh, what type of landing gear does it have? I like the tank treads myself. All right, I've got the.
Landing gear deployed.
All right, it's gonna go into landing mode. Now, as I'm coming lower, you'll notice the ground, like that radar. I'm looking for a spot where it all turns a little bit blue. Oh, oh, see, every now and again. Oh, there we go, there we go. Right there, turn blue. That means we can land here. Go to zero throttle. Zero throttle. My alignment's okay. Nose up a little bit. Ooh, ooh. Let's not kill myself. And we're landed. Let's disembark. I haven't done this like in a long, long time, so I'm probably gonna forget something and get myself killed. But unsafe temperatures. I might die. I want to get to the edge of that crater, but I don't know if my ship energy will be my energy will be enough. So very much more like, you know, the gritty, like, this is the moon sort of stuff. Right? I should have landed much closer to that crater. I screwed that up. And I don't have an SRV, so I can't run. Or I can't drive, rather. There's a good chance I die. Just like trying to get there. But we're going to run for the edge of the crater. See if I can do it. Temperature's real low. On the bottom left, you can see my suit energy. And I have no way to recharge it right now. Where I'm at. Oops. That's not what I want. I've definitely gone way too... And I don't know how to recall my ship. I got a gun. I don't know how to put my gun away. Go away. Go away, gun. We're gonna land closer. And I'm also gonna kill that rock. Yeah, R for reload, that makes sense. I legit don't know how to put this gun away. I'm scrolling the mouse wheel. That's what I thought I did. Okay. Okay, it's the numbers on my keypad. Not my keypad. Just my keyboard. We'll get closer and we'll try to get back on the ship. I think this one's in the back. Is that right? Nope. Are you in the front? I'm looking for the little blue ring. There it is. Alright, let's try to... launch and get to the edge of the crater. Much better.
Landing gear retracted.
Put our landing gear up, find the edge of the crater. Just to get a feel for the magnitude of what this is like. And you can find planets that have, like, you know, exobiology and stuff. And there's always fun things to do on planets. There's geological, like, sites and stuff you can check out. You can try to climb mountains. All sorts of fun stuff that you can try to do. See if we can find a nice landing spot here.
Landing gear deployed.
Come on. There's a good zone. It's telling me to nose up. That can't be right. And roll. We'll start coming down. See what it says.
Hull integrity compromised. Taking damage.
Ooh, 91%. That's a problem. Disembark. Now we're at the edge. Oh yeah, we were on a heck of a slope there. The lighting is not enjoying that. Yes, there is a way to call the ship, and honest to God, I cannot remember it. I cannot remember to save my life what the buttons are to do that. It's been so long since I've done this. I don't believe they have Tesla ships in this verse. You're pretty much done for. I would believe there is some autopilot stuff, and there's an auto land feature actually that I do not have on this ship. I'm gonna shoot the crater. Take that, crater. Oh, I scan you. Ooh, see that little stuttering right there? That's not great. Don't like that. Suppose I could climb all the way to... Oh god, oh god. Yeah, the graphics are kind of suffering a little bit here. Oh, I'm actually climbing down this thing. I do not want to do that. Let's get back up here. You could have been saved then. Yep, chaotic. That's a thing that can happen. I also don't know how to get to third person, but it's a pretty cool crater. There's always fun little things to find. Geological sites and all that. My ship is this way. But guys, that is Elite Dangerous. Kind of some basic tips in the very beginning, like how do you set up a ship, how do you set up for combat, how do you do combat in the beginning. In the very beginning, you can do combat in the stock Sidewinder that you're given with the burst lasers. Very, very easy to do. Same strategy we did, go to resource extraction site, whether it's low, medium, or high, it doesn't really matter. Just wait for the cops to get the shields down and the hull to like 30-ish% before you join into the fray, and you'll get the money. And then I like building up money using mining. People like doing exobiology. You can use Road to Riches and scan planets. I'm not going to have time today for the second mining build. So the core mining build or a better laser mining build. Probably I don't have time for a better combat build or an explorer ship as well. But if you guys are interested in seeing more of this type of stuff, let me know. I'm happy to do more of these types of streams in Elite Dangerous to help folks out, so we can learn a little. No aliens on planets. The Guardian sites. That's the one thing I did want to show. Not really. Not like you're seeing in No Man's Sky. Shock. Guardian structures and ruins. This is what I'm looking for. This system. Let me go back to my ship. Well, actually, let's do this. Nope, I have to go back to the ship. Let's go to the ship real quick, and I'll show you this. Tomorrow, just subscribe. Thank you, 07. I don't know why it's doing it with the Twitch redeem thing, but 07. Welcome to the Delta Squad. Thank you very much. Guys, 07's in chat for tomorrow. Good stuff, Elite Dangerous isn't for rookies like me. No, it's for everybody. I disagree. It's for everybody. It is a lot to learn, which is the hard bit. I feel you on the... It's not forgiving. So, let's go to the galaxy map. But I think everybody can do it. The Guardian sites are... Bam. Out there. Compared to where I am. In my ship, it would take a long time. 16 jumps. Actually, it's only 15 minutes. That's actually not that bad. 16 jumps. It would take 20 minutes to get there. That's not horrible. The distance is... It's only 331 light years. So in this system, there is a planet. The first planet, I think the moon, has a Guardian site on it. And you would go there, and you can look up Guardian sites on YouTube. Lots of people have tutorials for it, and you can figure out how to do like the little... you go around, scan a number of pillars, and you have to shoot like these drones that are coming at you. The Guardians are an ancient alien civilization that have since been defeated or killed. They fought the Thargoids once upon a time. The Thargoids are still around. We don't know what happened to the Guardians. So, a little bit of a mystery and Elite Dangerous. Brush up on your FSS for next stream. Yeah, oh man, I gotta set the controls for the FSS as well. Thank you for your expertise. Why do I feel like you're being sarcastic, Shock? Da, da. What did you text me, Delta Career? You texted me something. I don't know what this means, but that's okay. Yeah, it would be fun to do this. We can go to a Guardian site. That could be a whole stream by itself. In fact, I would be happy to take my fleet carrier. If everybody wants to load up at some point, I'll just jump us there, and we can spend a stream, all of us at a Guardian site, just hanging out and having fun. It's all a lot of fun. What can I say? So, Elite Dangerous in a nutshell, guys. Let me know what else you want to see, and we'll do that. But for now, what we're gonna do is find someone to raid. I did tell our good friend, the Midnight Rangoon, that I would raid them unless Bill was live. Is Bill live? We've got the Midnight Rangoon. What is the Midnight Rangoon doing? New season, Skibidi just dropped. All right, guys, we're gonna check out the Midnight Rangoon. He's a lot of fun. Different vibe and just a good time. Shock says, "Wow, no wonder it's so hard to be nice." Oh, damn it! He was actually nice the one time, and I screwed it up. That's on me. Just like the Chargers, I screwed it up. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. It was such low hanging fruit, like like a wild card game against the Texans. I'm sorry. That the low blow. I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. I love you, Shock. I love you. Hearts for Shock and all. Hold on. I'll give you hearts. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm gonna give you points. Give. Does that work? I don't even know if that works. The command might not even work. Oh damn! It didn't even work. Feels bad. I love you, Shock. Oh man. Okay. Redeem dump. There it goes. I'm feeling it. Here it goes. Here it goes.
Dumbass!
I earned that one. Heart shock. I'm sorry, dude. And listen, as a former Redskins fan and a current Commanders fan, I feel your pain so deeply. I understand I understand what you're going through. My condolences. Cheers. There you go. Okay, we're gonna raid the Midnight Rangoon. The Midnight Rangoon is awesome. And while I am watching the Midnight Rangoon, I'm gonna change the volume on that dumbass redeem so it's louder because I need it to be loud. And so guys, I will be streaming again. I'm not sure about tomorrow, but definitely Monday evening. I'm not sure what I'll be streaming. No, I'll probably be streaming No Man's Sky actually. So we'll see what we do in No Man's Sky. But until then, happy hunting, happy surviving, and happy learning how to do a lot of this fun stuff in Elite Dangerous. And I'll be in Discord actually hanging out at some point. So until then, I will see you all out there in the black. Have a good one, my friends. And let's hashtag Delta Raid the Midnight Rangoon. I'll see you guys there.